accusations were put upon Kerry, who gave an explanation. Whether or not it was a satisfactory explanation for your characters is entirely up to you. However, you had a long rest in the woods and have made your way back to Vraster's den, which is now devoid of any New Order folk. Seems that they have departed. You guys spent a little bit of time discussing what is available, as well as talking with Kier, the hobgoblin, and learned of New Osplio and New Coconuts, the places where the goblinoids from the old world had sort of coalesced, and how he had been ejected from that place for disagreeing with how it was being run. He intended to burn it to the ground to start again, which is akin to why he was summoning the fire fae spirits, the Oreads, in the forest when you first came upon him. He was here searching for a component to try again. Only one person knew where that component was being grown. However, consulting Nature's herbology book, you were able to determine what that component was and where it grew. Upon giving that information, Kier swiftly departed. He went below a deck, and you have not seen him since. And I believe you guys are just in the process of determining what games you'd like to play before moving on. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
So,
Yep.
Vraster's Den is open to you. The band is playing on the balcony, providing a jaunty jig for all of the happy people. Some of them not so happy as they seem to be losing, others exceptionally happy as they seem to be winning. There are multiple servants walking around with large trays of fermented fruit drinks that seem to be brewed here in the New World. There are a number of games available, as well as a number of individuals of an interesting disposition. So, I know that Kerry has no interest in the gambling, so she's just going to go down below one deck to the larger bar area to socialize and relax.
Jack, did you say that Kier went below deck?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he left the ship entirely. Okay.
He was going to, but then he turned around realizing that pretty much his entire group is below deck, so he went back to go get them. That was a mistake on my part.
Okay.
So who wants to go first?
Not it.
I didn't even know we could go below deck. I thought this was it.
There are loads of levels to this place.
Yeah, I think he's at 5 levels.
I thought you had to be important to go below the first one. Right.
No. You have to be important to go to the VIP room.
Okay. Right. What did we just win from the table that we played? It was information about Barenbarg, wasn't it?
That's right. So you were playing for information about the Ojibwe. And you played against Deckard Masons, and he told you the information, what he knew about the Ojibwe. It was that Barenbarg knew stuff about the Ojibwe, and that's all he knew. So, unfortunately, you didn't get exactly what you were hoping for winning, but it was a bet you took.
Okay. And I'm guessing we're all aware of what was said, even if we're not directly at the table, yeah?
Yeah. Like, you can tell just from the disposition of all the people playing around here, this is how the people are acting. They want to get as much as they can without betting as much.
Yeah. Yeah, I gathered that.
So lying is not considered cheating.
I assume if it's done in the right way.
Cheating is considered, like, you're playing poker, so how the hell did you have 7 aces in your hand?
Yeah.
No, that's cheating. as far as Vraster is concerned.
I think just Cora and Vraster have very definitions on what honesty is.
Right. Okay.
Now, I believe Vraster is currently at the poker tables, just overseeing everything, having a drink, and just kind of looking out below deck to see all these happy patrons playing their games.
Bob's going to walk around, sort of huddle with the group, and just, well, that was a gamble that didn't really yield a lot of fruit. This is why I don't like gambling. These people aren't in it for anything but themselves. Do we need a lot from this ship, guys?
We stand to lose more, I think, than we stand to gain overall.
I don't think that I'm the right person to do it, but maybe we just need to be, if there's information that we can get, maybe we just need to be smarter about what we bet, how we bet, and how we ensure that what we are betting on is actually what we're betting on.
Well, that holds fine if you're assuming that gamblers will tell you the truth. Not to mention you just got a bag of coal that you thought was diamonds.
Emrod, what do you think?
Before I talk, Jack, is there a table full of magic weapons? Did you say?
Yes, there is somebody betting in not magic weapons, but they are magic items. They are part of it.
Okay. Which table and what game are they playing?
Let's just have a quick look-sees.
Okay.
It's herbs.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Bark. Sorry about that.
No, don't be. All part of being a group.
Still looking, sorry.
There's a lot of loot.
They all have different things, unfortunately.
Rolodex of loot. You're flaking through.
No, that's gemstones.
Where's the gemstones one?
That's Harold Butts.
Have we been to that one? Oh, it's
no.
up there. No, we haven't.
No, I made no.
Raphael Valenstar is the one who has got a magic weapon, or magic, where he has magic items.
Where's
Some
that?
of them, at least.
Oh, I see him. Top left.
Oh, down there. Okay.
He's you have noticed him amongst all the crowd. He's a very loud and boisterous person.
Okay. So, I'm gonna turn around to Joe Pricks. Hey, Joe Pricks, I'm sick of all this talking. Shall we just look at somewhere fun? See where there's any interesting items? All this talk. I've just had a sleep already. I don't want to go back to bed. So I'm gonna drag Joe Pricks, and we're gonna go up.
This person here,
Cora's gonna go
with you.
This person here,
Cora's
Jamie,
so
she's betting
offended.
in spell scrolls.
Spell
Where?
scroll.
Can you point?
Jamie,
to?
next to her.
Oh,
Next
next.
to us.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're down there. Okay. Well, if we see all that, then I'm going to say to Joe Pricks, hey, you're a man of scrolls. Do you want to have a look at that table? Or do you want to come with me up to the top and see what they've got up there?
Let's have a look around. This place makes me nervous, but okay.
Jack, just while you still have it up, did you say that somebody had like healing potions or spells or something that they were betting?
I just lagged out for a second there. Could you repeat that, please, Kristen?
That's okay. I was saying I couldn't remember from last time. Did you say that somebody was betting like healing or healing potions or
Yes.
healing scrolls? Where is that?
That will be Meander. She.
I think he's gone again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
She's
Space has been-
offering,
there we go.
healings and blessings and the like. Oh goodness!
Mhm.
Oh, he's
Thank you.
Gracious me. Oh yes, Meander is offering healing and blessings and the like. Uh, Rosalind Torrens up there. She's offering recipes for potions.
You may continue your bromance, guys.
So, Joe Pricks, do you want to have a look at these scrolls? There's some girl with some scrolls over there on the way up.
Oh, I do like scrolls. We can have a look. I'd like to get a lay of the land though too.
Okay. So what's Jamie playing on that table?
They're playing high stakes poker.
It's high stakes poker.
How are you with your poker game? How are you with your poker face? You're an old man. Your face don't move very much, surely.
That's the face.
Wow.
The face isn't the problem so much as I tend to be honest. But I could try my best.
Okay, guess you're playing then.
Are we able to see what any of these scrolls are? Just looking over shoulders, Jack.
Not what exactly they are. But you know she has a number of them.
Are they in the middle of a game right now?
They just finished a game, so I mean they can see you sort of staring at them, and they seem friendly enough. They're saying, would you like to join us, sir?
Oh, I don't know if I have anything of value that I can bet.
You've still got the grease scroll from last session.
Oh, good call.
Well, I can see that you carry a spell book, sir. I mean, this is Jamie speaking. She says, I'm Percy. I'm always looking for additional forms of magic. Perhaps we could potentially trade in bets. Some of your spells versus some of my spells.
Joe Pricks clings a little tightly to his spell book. Knuckles getting whiter and whiter. A little bit of sweat coming down the my spells. I look nervously at Imran. Do we have any? We have that scroll, right? We have that scroll, the grease scroll, right?
We have quite a few. Yeah, you've still got it in your pocket from last time because you pulled out.
Oh, right. So I offer up the grease scroll. I said, what will this get me?
May I have a look at it?
Sure.
She doesn't take it from me, but she does inspect it rather closely. She says, yes, it's a second level spell scroll, I can see. I can match that. I have a spell scroll of darkness. Do you find that satisfactory?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm going to whisper to him. Check that it's actually a spell and not a scroll with the word darkness written on it.
This is true. Can I inspect it, please?
Of course. She doesn't hand it to you, but she extends it out so you can have a read. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is the real deal. It's a real spell scroll.
Okay. So everything seems to be in order. Okay. Just me and you?
This is where the other lady, Wento, on the table says, I would like to buy in. I have myself a spell scroll around here somewhere. Here we go. One Scorching Ray spell scroll.
Can I inspect that as well?
Yeah. Go ahead and make another Arcana check. She offers it out for you to read at a distance.
Oh.
Looks legit.
Looks legit. Okay. Difficult. Imran, would you like to?
Talos
would
will
you like to
say,
look?
Right.
Talos will say, I don't have any spell scrolls, but I would very much like to get some spell scrolls. I do have an individual of very sound body who has promised his services to me. I'll be willing to bet his services in return. You'll find him very, very capable, and he can assist you in any endeavors that you have.
Forgive me, but we've already had dealings with you, sir, and I have to say it didn't turn out so well for us.
You bet with Deckard. You
Oh,
did bet with Talos. Talos was part of the game of the fire giants, fire beetles. He didn't win, but he didn't see nothing about him struck.
He was the one who gave us diamonds.
Oh yes, he was. Yeah.
That was half full of coal. So.
or not diamonds, as the case.
Right.
Oh, I thought that was Linus. My bad. To which he says,
But Wink, you can
"Oh,
trust
well."
Alice.
Well, to which she would say, yes, of course. I'm sure that was just a minor little bump in the road for you to learn the ropes around here. This guy, he is very, very, very capable. To be fair, I mean, the only reason I'm betting him is because it's not every day you get so many scrolls put on one table. I think he's an equal bet. He owes me a month's worth of service. I'm willing to bet his month's service that he owes me and transfer it to whoever wins.
What are the parameters of his service? What is the scope of job scope?
Just to assist me in any endeavors that I might find. Generally bodyguard work. He's a capable warrior.
So he's willing to put his life on the line.
He's a man of honor. He lost a bet. He bet his services against me, and he lost. And he has not abandoned me. So he's I'd say he's definitely one to be trusted.
Can we see him?
He's not here at the moment. He is below deck.
Sorry, I can't bet sight unseen.
Hold on one moment. He scruffles around in his pockets, and he pulls out a small stone, and he whispers something into the stone. And he puts the stone back in his pocket, and he says to you, he'll be along shortly.
I'm going to whisper to Joe Pricks, that stone is what we want.
So how is it that you're communicating with this individual?
Well, this right here, it's called a sending stone. I'm not betting it.
What link does it have to this individual? Does it bind him, or does it just communicate with him?
No. He has the other stone. I gave it to him as part of the service.
So if we don't get those stones, and I win the bet, and he falls under my we work for me.
If he no longer works for me, then I'll be taking my loaned item that I gave to him back. After a few minutes pass, you see an individual come up from the doorway here. He sort of looks around a little bit, looks a bit like overwhelmed a little bit. He's clearly not used to this kind of lifestyle a little bit, but he sees Talos waving to him, and he saunters over and gets right up towards the table. Lee, would you like to describe your new character, please?
Yeah, sure. So he's about average height, human with a muscular build, donned in chainmail that's covered in marks of battle. On the chest part of his armor is a faded symbol of a red hood. He's got a shield on his back with 2 long swords at the sheath, and a light crossbow attached on his belt. As he comes over, he sort of stands emotionless, with his little blue eyes sort of darting around, looking at the party. He's got black hair and an unkept beard as well.
Xeric, as what you have done with me, I'm also betting you on a rather high-level bet at the moment. The same terms of service. So if you lose, you are to give them the same kind of services that you have promised me for the next month.
Very well, I could do that.
However, I won't be losing because I think luck is with me tonight.
Can I just make an investigation check on this person who's just arrived? See if I recognize anything about him.
Be an insight check.
Yeah, either way. Well, yeah. Just checking this guy out. It seems just sauntered up.
Certainly carries himself with a bit of respectability. You can see his arms, and judging by his general muscles and the steadiness of his hands, he certainly knows how to use those weapons. Just from your measure of him, just by examining him up and down.
Alright. I'm just gonna stand just watching this guy. I don't like people being bet.
Alrighty then. Well, does everyone find this acceptable? Wento looks at Zurich and just kind of, you can see her cheeks go red a little bit, and she goes, "A whole month's service, you say?" I find this terms acceptable. And Jamie just goes, "Sir, do you know how to read?"
Of course I do.
I suppose you could be a book holder or something like that. It's fine. I accept the terms.
Joe Prick's a little nervously, kind of double takes them, especially Wento, and then look at Zurich, and just kind of wonder whether or not he's being treated well for whatever this indentured servitude, how it's taken its toll on him. I think Joe Pricks at that point will go from being very apprehensive to wanting to help this individual out.
Okay. So, do you accept the deal, or do you accept the bet then, Joe Pricks?
I'm in.
Okay. Does anybody else want to buy in to increase the likelihood of somebody winning?
Oh.
And
Of
one,
course,
better gamble.
You'll have to bet. You'll have to bet your own stuff as well. So.
I have a
Take it?
silent image scroll that I'm going to dig out.
Image is the first level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Attempt to use that to buy in.
Yeah.
They'll look at it and just go, it's not exactly of the same quality as the spell scrolls available. Do you have any gold behind you, sir, as well?
I'll put 50 gold pieces in there.
They'll make a persuasion roll, everyone.
Okay. Persuasion rolling. Let's see. 16?
They will agree to that. They'll accept the first level spell scroll as well as 50 gold as for your bet.
Okay.
So this is a winner-take-all situation. Greece was given its second level, I believe.
Okay.
So.
I guess you can upcast it, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
So. Emron and Jorprix sits down at the table. Zurich, you stand on the sidelines just watching this as the card dealer immediately starts dishing out all of the cards. Okay, so Emron and Jorprix, I want you both to roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Wow. Really?
Ooh.
I think I might just use my portent. I might use my I might use my 19 to hedge bets for my other portent.
You can roll first.
You want me to? All right. I didn't know if you would allow me to roll first.
No,
yeah.
You can roll and then
Can I-
choose to.
Yeah, I'll substitute that. Yeah, just in case.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, Jawpricks. The universe seems to rearrange itself, and as the guy goes to offer you your second card, you just put up your hand and just basically signify that you want the next card instead. To which he just goes, okay. He puts that card aside and hands you a new card. And it's a fantastic hand. It's a very good hand. Emron, have you ever bet before? Then these are pretty cards.
Yes, they're really pretty.
Alright, so the others pick up their cards. Just go, yeah. And they will continue to place the bet on. And as the game goes onwards, I want you both to roll another d20. So, Emron, you're currently in the lead.
Okay. Ooh, the contrast.
Oh,
shit.
can I say, I don't know if I'm able to, but I have lucky. Am I able to use lucky?
I will allow it in this situation, yeah.
Okay. So I'll just re-roll another one.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't feel good about that one. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What? That is so not lucky. I got two more.
Be thankful this isn't important.
Unfortunately, the way that lucky
Yeah,
works is that when you have to take the new roll.
Yeah,
All right.
It's important bet, because otherwise Lee's character sticks on
I
the
know.
boat.
Now,
No, he's got a month with Wento. He's fine.
Exactly.
now, as the cards begin to flip over and the game continues onwards, Emron, you have some matches on the table on the table for you, so you assume that's good. Jawbricks, your starting hand was fantastic, but it's not matching up with any of the cards on the table. Now, is there any other forms of play you guys would like to do to potentially improve your score?
Oh. I don't.
Creativity is absolutely acceptable here. Unfortunately, this is not a situation where guidance will help, Cora. I'm talking about, are they willing to cheat in this situation?
Oh God.
I am definitely happy to cheat. What am I going to do?
What you can try and do is, basically, when nobody's looking, you can try and swap your hand with some of the cards that are on the table beside the dealer. Or you can attempt to. Do you have any illusionary magic?
Not that would work here.
I have a minor illusion. I was just thinking that. I don't know if I can minor illusion a card to match.
Well,
but it's got
you could use minor illusion to change the image of one of your cards that you own to match one of the cards that's on the table.
But it's a somatic in a material. Well, the material I'm not worried about, but it's a somatic. So how would I perform a somatic?
It would be a sleight of hand.
Oh, so I have to do a sleight of hand check. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's something I could offer my lucky reroll on, though, too, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Do it.
Oh, okay. Let's give it a shot.
And then, Ron, if you are willing to cheat, describe to me how you'd like to cheat, and then I'll let you roll the sleight of hand.
I'm literally going to say, look over there!
Will
that help me if I set it up for the same time?
It depends. Make a deception check first of all.
Yeah. Luck of the dice. What do I get? 3. 5.
Oh man.
They just look at you and just go, "Chef, yeah, nice try, mate."
I'm so disappointed. I could have been amazing.
I know, right?
I imagine Cora is looking over to where Emerald is.
Yes. Absolutely, for sure.
Well, while this game's going on, Lisbon's
Yep.
gonna accidentally walk over and walk into the dealer, trying to create a distraction.
Okay, just go ahead and make a general strength check, please.
Oh, that's a good one for a listener, right?
Yes.
She's knocked prone. Quick, get the cards.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
As you walk forward, Lisma, you just trip on one of the stalls that are outside. Whoa! The dealer briefly looks at you and just go, "You alright, mate? You got a sore nose."
I'll
be
say,
like, oh.
look over there again at Lisma.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to allow the same thing again.
I was hoping I created enough of a distraction, but like, yeah, I'll be like, I'll be like, whoa, who put that stall there?
I'm gonna amongst.
one of the female drink servers comes over to you, Lisma, and she starts brushing against. Are you okay, sir? Do you need to sit down? Do you need an ice pack? And she starts fussing over you, preventing you from trying to knock into the dealer again.
I'm gonna be like, this is outrageous. Who put this stall there? I expect a free drink.
Of course. Come over here, sir. And she starts leading you away. It seems genuinely concerned that you hurt yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna follow her. I guess she goes to the bar, yeah?
Yeah.
I think amidst it.
Everyone at the table is just going to hear a very low groan as Bart covers his one eye and turns away while watching three people who have never gambled or lied try and lie their way through a poker game.
Like the worst people that could be possibly involved. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt my somatic component.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, please. Unfortunately, no advantage because the other attempted distraction failed. All right. Ooh. I'm just going to roll a couple of perception checks because they are being very aware of anybody trying to cheat. You put your hand underneath the table and quickly cast the somatics. And your card immediately changes to one of the decks that is on the... one of the cards that's on the table. Go ahead and roll another d20 for me, please.
Nice. Not bad.
Are you happy to keep that, or do you want to use lucky?
I think the odds are in my favor if I keep it, honestly. So I think I'm gonna have to.
All right. So, minor distractions over. The final card is flipped, and everybody puts their cards down. Emron, you had the dealer explains to you that you had a really good opening hand, but unfortunately, it's not as good as Wentos or Talus's. Jamie's appears to be the worst hand, and looks like Talus looks like he's won the pot. Looks like he's got 3 of a kind on there. He just goes, that's right, bring them all here. And that's when, Joprix, you put your illusioned card down, representing that you have a full house. And he just goes, wait a minute. And he leans in a little bit closer towards the card. God damn it. You got me. I guess luck's not on my side tonight, guys. Right, well, a deal's a deal. Zurich, you're with him now.
I try to hide my little smirk, and I just pleasure doing business with all of you. Thank you very much. But there is a little bit of a glint in my eye, I think. Try to hide it as best I can.
Joprix, you can put in your inventory 1 second-level darkness spell and 1 second-level scorching ray spell, and Zurich.
Well,
He owns you now.
You can also choose to take Emron's spell scroll and his 50 gold if you
Yeah,
want
take
to.
it, take it, take
take
it, take it.
I give
take
it. No, I give it back. I give it back. But I'm more interested. So I want to pull Xeric aside, along with Emron, and just have a moment with him.
Of course.
Can we put
So-
Xeric in the bag of holding first? Just drag him away and be done with it.
So I just want to get him away from prying ears and say.
So
Uh,
you take him over to the side of the ship.
So I just want to say, listen, young man, what was the reason behind your indentured servitude?
Simple. I lost a bet.
This is all over a bet. All of this.
Pretty much. I came here seeking some wealth. I have friends back in New Uranium. Just trying to earn some gold to see them right, but heard there was gold to be had here, and well, obviously didn't work in my favor.
Oh, young man, you realize that there are more important things in this life than gold. You could have lost your life because of this bet.
Don't think I could. I can handle myself.
What is your line of work, sir?
I'm a fighter. Kill monsters. I suppose you could say hired help. You pay me enough gold, I'll kill anything.
How good are you with fighting, though? If you lose a bet, you can't be that good.
Well, that's not up to me, is it? That was just luck of the draw.
What did you bet to lose this bet, if you know what I mean?
Oh, I put.
What did you put?
I put my the only thing I had of any worth, and that was my services. I was after information on some creature in the woods here to kill for Vraster, but well, obviously I lost and needed to fulfill my end of the bargain.
Creature was you looking for in the woods for Vraster?
Some nightmare thing, big ugly thing. He said it was, or something like that.
Oh, that sounds like suicide.
I think I would have handled it well.
Yeah. Well. Listen, I saw this the pickle that you were in over there, and I want you to know that I don't intend on keep holding you to this indentured servitude. But if you'd like to accompany us for the time being, I think
There's
it
no
would
make
be
a
all right with
persuasion
me.
roll.
Well, I'm sorry, but a deal's a deal. I'm a man of my word. I owe you a minimum of.
It doesn't fly.
30 days of my service. And then I reach my hand out, and one of my swords off the back appears in my hand. I swing it round, plant it into the ground, and take a knee. And then I say, take a deep breath and say, by the code of the Red Hoods, I give you my service, to protect you from harm and offer you my aid. When each of your lives saved, my debt will be paid. And then stand back up.
And Joe Brick's just a little uncomfortable. Okay, come on now, stand up. Nope, no, not here, not now. We're not doing this. Come on now.
Do you still have that stone? That stone that the other person spoke to you through?
Rummage in my pocket. Is
So,
it there, Josh?
it is there, but Talos is looking at you, basically saying, like, give it back, sort of thing.
I do still have it, but I have to give it back. It's not mine to keep.
You'd better give back the stone, and we can sever ties with that awful person.
Yeah, I'll walk over to him and hand it back.
I appreciate the honesty. You're a good one. We should probably not bet in here anymore, sir.
Yeah, I think I might have learnt that the hard way.
While Xeric walks around saying to Joe Pricks, man, you could have got your new slave to kill the other guy and took both stones. What were you thinking?
I don't believe in slavery. I don't want to force this young man to do anything that he doesn't want to do. He doesn't realize the deal that he made.
Having watched the new guy take a knee and make his declaration out in the open, I'm just going to lean into Cora slightly and just go, Well, that's a bloody Red Hood if I ever saw one.
Red?
Yeah, Red Hoods. They were sort of in the same line as us Blackburners back in the old world before the fall. They did it for money, though.
Oh, so do you know him?
Well, not personally, I doubt. It's more of a commonality. We'd sometimes meet up hunting the same thing.
Does it mean that he's a good guy?
I mean, it means he did what I do. If he's not, if you've got him, then I assume he won't kill us for however long his contract lasts. That's usually what they are. Can't be certain, but it's strange seeing another one of those lot around here. I didn't think they got out.
The old world?
Back in. Go.
No, you finish.
No, I was literally going nowhere. Carry on.
Oh. she was gonna look at you and say, if
he did the same kind of stuff that you do and the Blackburners do, I think that probably does mean that he's a good guy, and I think that maybe
Cora,
it'll be
I want you
helpful.
to make a quick history check for me, please.
There it is. Okay. Oh, super good at this, guys.
What wrong today?
Yeah.
You see, he's talking about the Red Hood, but you don't see a Red Hood. It's weird.
So obviously nothing's like connected anywhere with her, and she's still going on about like,
Yeah, I think that if he's like you and if he's in the same line of work, that he's probably a good guy, and I mean, he might even be helpful to have around, but at least he's nobody's slave anymore, which sounds like a terrible thing to have to be. So, yeah, I mean, but just maybe he could help you find the other Blackburner if he knows Blackburners. Well, maybe he's good at hunting the New Order.
It's good to have a hunter on the team, at least someone who knows how to swing a blade. Wouldn't say he was a slave, though. Slaves don't get paid. His contract is...
Can Lisma
Well-
hear this conversation?
Yeah, your listeners around.
I'm going to step up and be like, what do you mean someone that knows how to swing a blade? I did a pretty good job earlier. Did you not see me kill those thingies?
Barb's going to look at him quietly and go, sorry, who are you?
Cora will sense the tension. She'll go, this is Lismer, and we found him actually not that long ago. But he was just at the battle. Remember, I know that like you must be really tired and missing an eye, but he was just with us at the battle. And he has that thing that came out of the nightmare, the tentacle rod.
I'm going to pull out the tentacle rod and wave out.
It tries to stick tentacles around the closest living thing, which is Lisma, but you basically shake it into submission.
And Cora will go,
raise
wait,
his
you should probably put that
hands
away
up.
in here.
Oh yeah, you were there. Sorry, I was so high. I sort of remember that. Okay, cool. You just sort of. I remember you.
No worries, a lot happens.
Liz Mar, right?
Lisma.
Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah, have you heard the music playing? It sounds really nice.
You're looking up towards the three halflings with a procession of instruments on top of the deck. They're just going at it very, very happily. They've got big smiles on the face. The female amongst them, quite a beautiful halfling actually, with like flowing pink hair. She's just spinning around on the spot, playing one of the string instruments, whilst the other two are just sort of clapping along with the music she's playing.
I'm going to say to Joe Pricks, oh, I don't know about you. I've never done this before. I kind of feel really quite excited when I was sitting at the table.
Yes,
I want to
was
do
afraid
more.
of that. I was afraid you were going to say that. Yes, I saw the
Let's
look in
make
your
our way
eye.
over there. Let's make
I'm
our way
gonna-
over there.
I'm going to go over here and have a heart attack. You can go do whatever you want.
No, but I might need your help. Don't let your old man heart attack condition get you. I've got healing. Don't worry about it.
You guys, you're turning all my hairs gray in here. Okay,
It's already gray.
Maybe I don't need it to fall out. I don't need it white. All right, maybe one more. Maybe one more can. Maybe the
But
universe
if it-
has.
If it does fall out, he's really good at making hats.
And then I'll pull out my beret and put it back on my head.
He's really good at it.
I'll make you a pointy version. You'll suit your wizard outfit. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm gonna grip my spell book really tightly. Oh, okay.
I'm going to say, look. I'm going to, I hear there's some magic weapons around, and you know how people like to speak half-truths, right? So let's get ourselves into a corner. Here, you come with us as well, manslave, whatever your name is.
It's zero.
So, etheric, that's it. So I'm going to go on the way up the stairs, aiming towards the weapon table. I'm going to say to her, I'm going to dig out my dagger, that I hardly ever use. It's from the Feywild, so it's quite ornate, but it's just a normal dagger. I'm going to say, look, I don't know whether it's because you're a human or whether it's because you're old, because I know you need light to see in the dark. I don't know if it's an age thing or race thing, but anyway, can you cast that light spell onto this blade on my dagger?
I can. What are you getting me into right now?
Don't worry about it. You can trust me. I'm your friend. And I'll wink.
Watching.
I'm going to look at Zarek and say, I think we have to save this druid from himself.
I can already tell this is going to be a lot more hard work than it was before.
Watching everyone's visible excitement from across the thing, I'm going to lean in the core and go, you put a bag on his head, I'll grab him, and we're going to get him out of here. I don't like what's happening down here.
All
I'm
right.
just having fun.
Omon's getting a dopamine hit as Joe Pricks cast light on Emron's dagger, which instantly starts glowing a bright yellowy light.
Joe Pricks, we've now got a dagger of everlasting light. And I sheath the dagger. And come. I'm going to drag them both up to the table with Raphael.
That's right, and the tiefling there as well. So you make your way up just as they finish the game that they're playing, and Jealous, the tiefling, just immediately just slams his fists on the table, just goes, "You're cheating!" The other guy just puts his feet up on the table, puts his hand behind it, and goes, "I don't know what you're fucking talking about, mate. Saw you. You were doing something funny with your hands." "Oh, funny with my hands? Was it this?" "Yeah, it was this."
You must be friends with Buenos.
Dealer, I demand some investigation to be done. This man clearly cheated. The dealer just goes, "Sorry, sir, I didn't see him cheat." To which Vraster comes and goes, "Oi, oi, oi! Who's cheating in my fucking casino? That man there. That man was cheating at this card game. Is that true, sir? Were you cheating in my card game?" "Nope." "Well, I guess that's everything I could have done then."
Jeez.
If you got some hardcore evidence, sir, I'd be more than happy to kick him out. But if you got nothing, then there's nothing I can do. Humans always looking out for each other. Hey, listen here, Eddie. If you don't like how the game went, I'm willing to play you again. Come on, put your money down. Put your money where your mouth is, you little fucking ready. Deal the cards. And he sits back down.
I'm going to sidle up and say, "Oh, hello. What are we paying here?"
For God's sake.
This guy looks up at you and goes, "Well, hello. My name is Lord Raphael Valenstar, and I am infinitely greater than you. Would you like to lose your money at this game?
What we playing for? What's on the table?
Well, I have absolutely everything you could possibly want. What do you want?
I want some magical things.
Oh, I got them in spades. Yep. No, my family in the old world, we manufactured old weapons of magical varieties. Hell, we printed money. We did absolutely everything we could, and I thought I could bring that business over to this realm. And I think it's going rather well.
What's your company called back in the old world?
It's not really a company. It's more of a family heirloom.
Insight. I'm going to insight that. Is that right?
Go right ahead.
Get the bad rolls out first. 9.
This guy is so cocksure of himself that you don't know if he's lying or not.
I'm going to turn around to my friend Joe Pricks and say, do you think all these items are truly magical?
Can I make some kind of Can I make some kind of an arcana?
Oh, you haven't seen any items yet.
Oh, I can't see anything. Okay.
Okay.
I'll say something like I don't know. Maybe we should look at a different table.
Are you calling me poor, sir? Are you saying that my items are not worth it? Look at you little scraggly hobo. What the hell have you got? I have got this, and he pulls out a rapier that's clearly sufficed in a magical energy. And I have this, and he pulls open his well done tunic to reveal a shiningly brilliant plate armor that is clearly magical. And I have this as well, and he clicks a little button, and this shield that is probably the size of a small wristwatch immediately flips into a full-size shield that resonates with power. And I have this. And he brings out a small little circlet that is clearly lit with some kind of fire energy. He stands up and lifts up his shirt again, and clearly he has a belt around him that is just resonating with power. I've got this, and he points to a horn by his belt that is also clearly magical. And I have got this as well, and he pulls out a tome that is very long and clearly laced with magical power. You don't need to make any kind of check your pricks. These things are fucking powerful.
Oh.
And if that's not enough, I've got more gold than you have. You've got fucking pubes on your balls, mate.
Oh,
Wait,
clearly.
I'm going to say
you are superior intellect than me, for sure.
He's really old, so he's got loads and loads of pubes, I presume.
Oh, I doubt he's got more than 18,000. Because that's how much I'm playing tonight.
Emran, I don't like the direction this conversation's going.
But he's got so much stuff. Let's play.
I just don't want to talk about my pubes right now. That's all. I'm comfortable with magical. He's got great magical weapons, and I have lots of pubes, and that's fine. Let's move on from the pube conversation.
Okay, let's get back to the bet. What are we playing?
This is a poker table. So it's exactly the same game as you were playing before, Emron.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see more pretty cards. Well, I have this dagger that you can't get in this world. It's from the Feywild. It's the dagger of everlasting light. And I unsheath it. You're human, aren't you? So you can't see in the dark. So this will really help you.
I have other means to see in the dark. I am so magnificent that I am not afraid of the dark. The dark is afraid of me.
I roll.
Now, let's have a look at this dagger. He looks at it. That's fake.
You say it's fake. It's giving light as we speak.
Yeah, because you cast a light spell on it. I'm no stranger to magic, you nimwit.
Well, I don't know that's that. I know it's the dagger that lights up. It's what I need.
Well, it's a shit dagger anyway, even if it did just cast the lights. It's clearly made by some idiot redneck fucktard who doesn't know anything about manufacturing fine weaponry.
And then I'm going to draw out my... what are those fire elementals called? That we got the stones from? Aureate sword that I got forged.
You pull that out. Well, that's a little better.
This you definitely cannot find anywhere.
Yeah, I'll have that. Is that what you're betting?
Let's do it.
All right, I'll put 1,000 gold down on the table for that.
I don't want gold out on your magic weapons.
How about this? And he pulls out the rapier he had. Magical weapon, eye for an eye.
What does yours do?
Does anything I want it to.
I'm going to look at Joe Pricks.
We've been burned too many times in this place, Raphael, whatever your name is. So that
Lord
description is
Valenstar,
not-
please.
Okay, whatever.
From dirty commoners like just yourself, you need to say Lord Valenstar.
Lord Valenstar, forgive us, but we've been duped
With
already.
Lee, you are addressing a lord. Like, I am doing you a favour by talking to you. You need to sound grateful, at least.
I am so very grateful, Lord Valenstar, that you've given us this opportunity. But we have been duped several times in this establishment. We require a better description than the one you provided.
Alright, well, you know how some rapiers, when you stab them with people, it just, it stabs them? This one stabs through pretty much anything. It's a magical stabbing weapon.
Magical stabbing. Stabs well.
I just lean into Joprix. Just say the word and I'll stab him. I'll kill him.
I'd like to see you fucking try, mate.
How about we go outside and settle this like men?
Because
not
I
yet,
have no
young
need to
man.
prove to a little peasant like you.
Sounds like he's scared.
Yeah, words of a coward, that is.
No, I am not scared in the slightest. Because, do you know the reason why? I'm better than you, and I don't feel the need to prove it.
That's somebody scared.
Definitely,
would say that.
yeah, definitely a coward.
Alright, well you go ahead and convince yourselves. I'm actually doing you a favour, because if we were to step outside, I would destroy you. It wouldn't be even, it would be ridiculously unfair. Like, it would basically be like a little kid crying for a little lollipop that a bigger grown-ass man that I have is holding whilst stabbing him with a rapier.
I want to see this. Let's do it.
Big words for a man that can't prove it.
Fucking put your money where your mouth is. Bet.
No.
Well then, fuck off. I'm here to make money.
What do you think, Emron? Do you have any interest? Does anybody have any interest in this stabby rape?
I'm more interested in seeing this fight. How about we bet for a fight outside?
Make an insight check, Emron.
Insight check, yeah.
Trying to insight if he's a little bitch or not.
Why is it really low when I don't want it?
Could be an interesting fight. Certainly.
Yeah. I'm not really that interested in the rapier though, because I've got this amazing weapon. What about that circlet that you showed?
it fires fire rays when I want it to.
How about we bet on that? You know, my weapon's fire forged. So it's your circlet, so there's a parallel there.
You put 50 gold down as well, and I'll take that bet.
Sure, let's do it.
All right then. Anybody else wanna play the fucking game instead of barking threats at somebody infinitely or greater?
I've got this second level spell scroll. Will that get me in?
And you have 50 gold as well. With the whisper.
Let's see. This one here, it casts darkness.
Let me have a look at that. Do you offer it to him to look?
Yes. Just I don't give it to him. I just open it so he can see it.
Yeah. Looks legit, but it looks like it was written with somebody really sweaty hands. Have you heard of a bath, good sir?
Listen, I just won this in a bet. Okay, this has not been in my possession,
Oh,
and I
second hand.
kindly ask you to leave my personal hygiene out of it, along with my pubes and anything else that you feel the need to talk about. My personal effects and just enough of the small talk, young man.
Right. Tell you what, good sir. I'll take the bet, and I'll up my bet. I'll include this little dummy for you to suck on, so you can cry yourself to sleep.
Oh. Does he
I'm
take
gonna
it? Does he take
Sorry,
the bet
go
with the? Does he take the bet with the spell scroll?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, good.
I'm going to say to the card dealer, let's have it. What is the tiefling betting as well?
The tiefling is considering what he's going to do. He's going to put down an ancient dagger that he has.
That sounds interesting as well.
I found this. It's some ruin, not too far from here. Only thing of worth. It certainly old,
it Bark's
certainly
dagger?
valuable. No,
Not the Obed High dagger.
it's different. Certainly does something, but what it does, I haven't fully figured it out. But it's old, it's new world stuff. So is that an acceptable buy-in?
Can I take a look at it
Yeah, go ahead.
or make a look at an Arcana?
Yeah, you can make
Or-
an Arcana check.
Okay. What do you think would be more appropriate, Arcana or Investigation? Did he say
It's entirely up to you.
Did he
it's
say
entirely
it
up to
was
you.
magical or just kind of special?
He said it. He didn't say it was magical, and he didn't say it was special. He said it was an old world dagger. He
Old
doesn't-
world
He doesn't
dagger.
understand. Sorry, new world dagger. He doesn't understand truly what it does, but it does do a few things.
I think I'll make an Arcana check. See if I can recognize anything visually that might lead me to think that it's magical or something.
You look it up and down. It doesn't
Yeah.
appear to be magical.
Okay. I'm not really sure that we can allow this bet, sir. I don't know what value this dagger holds. Do you know anything
Because
about it?
what you have to do is you need to insert some, shall we say, toxins into it, and it has an easy access to insert those toxins into the bloodstream of a potential enemy.
But you can do that with
Finds these toxins, you see.
you can do that with any dagger, surely, right? I can put my dagger of everlasting light with some poison on it, then it will dab someone's
Yes, but
poison.
that just makes it a dagger dabbled in poison. This one enhances the poison and the toxicity. Does more poison damage than I've ever seen.
Oh.
What do you think, Emron?
Well, I don't think that's any use to me, to be honest with you.
Nor I.
Well,
Anything
if you guys
else?
aren't into it, then I don't want it. I don't accept the bet. And the tiefling just goes, "Fine, I'll sit this one out." Alrighty. Well then, I am looking forward to ripping you guys from your valuables. Deal the cards, mister. And the guy starts dealing the cards, but before he does, Raphael puts his hands up and goes, "When? Before you do," he walks over to Neela and he whispers in his ear, and then he goes to sit back down.
I don't like that. What
What was
how
that all
come-
about?
Yeah.
Can we
was
listen
just
in or
telling
make
you,
out
yeah.
what he said?
Make a perception check to do with hearing.
Can we all do that perception check?
Yeah, because we're all
If
there.
you want to, yeah.
Oh, 22. They went to do it. What am I? What's my perception? Hang on. Let me just check. Oh, actually, I'll try as well. Oh,
Right, Zero, I'm going to whisper you something, alright?
okay. 22, that's brilliant. You rolled an 18.
Still can't believe I rolled a 1 on my strength check. Like the one thing I'm good at.
I'll put my hand on Joprix's shoulder and say, "This game's rigged. He's paying the dealer off." I'm trying to keep it quiet from obviously the other guys at the table. Obviously, let Amron know as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no. This is no deal. This is no game.
No.
What's the issue, guys?
Well, instead of you
Zero.
whispering lies to that guy, why don't you tell the truth?
What truth?
Well, I've got ears. I heard what you said.
So, I mean, alright, if you heard what I said, then I apologise. But the truth is, I do have a bigger dick than you, and I am sorry, but I just had to tell him.
I'm going to turn around and call Vraster. We need to chuck this man out.
Vraster
we
comes over and just...
Our old friend
Vraster comes
Vraster.
over and just goes, what's going on? What's going on over here?
This guy over here is paying your dealer. To cheat.
What? Is that true? Of course it isn't. And you go straight over to this guy. What about you? Huh? You being paid off? Are you not a fair dealer? No, boss. No. Vraster grabs him by the collar and stares into him. Right. Good to know. Would you mind coming with me, please? Yeah, sure.
And I'm going to say to Vraster, aren't you going to...
Cecilia, would you mind taking over this game, please? Yes, of course, boss. And she comes on over. Continue with your game, please, guys. Takes this guy away.
I'll go move over to right next to it to make sure he doesn't try any funny business.
Everything
Can I
on the
use-
up and up now.
Can I use intimidation on this new dealer to be like, I hope this will be a fairer game?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Ooh. Ooh. Jack, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Bit of a lag there. Yeah, you go ahead. That's good. Before I get to that, Cora and Bark, as you guys are discussing on the lower deck, you just see Vraster come down, like, with an arm around the shoulder of one of his employees, and then he just immediately picks him up over his head and throws him off the boat.
Does
Vraster
this
just
look
goes-
like?
Like, that looked incredibly difficult to do, but Vraster seemed like it was no issue at all.
So, is Cora thinking that he is not human and he's something else?
If he is human, he's a very strong human.
But he doesn't like look strong. He doesn't look like he should have been able to pick up that.
No.
All right.
He looks like Joe Pricks. Old man.
Lots of pews. All right.
So,
and I,
listen, Matt, as you say
Emerald, you're
this
so
to her, she
ageist.
goes, listen, Matt, as you say this to this lady, she goes, yes, of course. And then Raphael leans over his shoulder. Yes, make sure it's very fair betting. He's going to roll his own intimidation check. She seems to be more scared of you, Lisma, than she is of Raphael. And she just goes, okay, here we go. And she starts dealing the cards. Alright, so, Emron and Joprix, go ahead and roll a d20, please.
Oh. Oh, Joe. Oh.
I'm gonna use my lucky if I can. Is that all right?
Yeah, go right ahead. Cora, go ahead and make an insight. Sure.
I'll join her on that one, actually.
Ooh.
Whoop, that was supposed to be a 4. Sorry.
Oh, good roll, Cora.
Yeah, she that was certainly unexpected.
Wow.
He doesn't look like the type of person who should be able to do that. You can definitely insight that.
Jesus, 35 that was.
Yeah.
So Kenny,
Yes.
Emron, you get the cards. They're exactly the same cards again. Very pretty.
Pretty.
Jorbrix, you ain't got much. Raphael picks up his cards and goes, just puts them back down on the desk.
Can I be watching
as
him the whole time to make sure he's not trying any more funny business?
Make a perception check.
Oh shit.
If he does do anything, he's too sly to notice. Right, so as the game continues onwards, the woman continues to flip the cards over and deal more cards. Until eventually it comes up to the final round. Can I get another d20 from the both of you, please?
What's the deal, Emron? Holy mac!
I win everything.
Alright, so Emron, your natural 20 is now 13.
Oh. So he's a magician.
Nope. He's got a trait that can
Oh, okay.
change
So-
your rolls.
So do I see my cards changing in front of my face?
No, it's more of a case of you get dealt this card. A card slides over the table, and it looks like it's going towards the end of the table towards you. But Raphael just takes it first and goes, "That one's mine."
Okay.
And then you get another card dealt towards you.
Okay.
Let's continue to play onwards. You put your cards down at the end of it. Emron,
Mm-hmm.
you certainly have a good hand. It's not as good as Jorbrix's.
Oh, that's good.
Jorbrix, you put your cards down, and you must have misread the cards or something. You thought you had a better hand, but they look... it's not that good. And Raphael puts his cards down, and he's got the best hand possible. Well, looks like I win.
This is not the hand that I had. I clearly had a pair of aces.
Oh, so you cheated and you changed your hand?
I didn't change this hand.
Well, you just said that you had a different hand, which could only possibly mean that you swapped your cards. Vraster!
How could I have swapped my own cards?
Vraster
To a
comes
worse
forward and
hand.
goes,
Yeah.
What's
Why
going
would I
on over this
swap my
table
cards?
again?
Apparently
Fraster.
This
this
man
guy
just
is...
admitted. This man just admitted that he changed his cards in his hands.
Yeah,
No,
his-
he didn't.
His accusation is that I changed my cards to a worse hand in an effort to make myself lose.
And also, he grabbed my card.
Well,
He
I said
grabbed
I
my
had I
card.
said I had two aces, and now clearly I have an
Cecilia,
8 and a
is this
7.
true? Did he say this? He said that it wasn't the hand he thought he had.
Also, Fraster, this guy next to me stole the card that was coming to my way. He grabbed it off me.
Raster, I think this guy is
That's not in the
cheating.
rules.
Exactly.
Got any
We've
proof?
already caught this
You got
guy
any
cheating one
proof of
time, and you
this?
didn't take care of it.
But we all
This
saw
guy,
it.
this guy's one of my biggest patrons. You got any proof that he's cheating?
Well, he was paying off the last guy and you threw him out.
Right, and you didn't do anything for this patron.
It's because that guy was not supposed to be taking bets. That was the dealer cheating, not this man.
Wow, that's a
That dealer has
semantics
been
game.
that dealer has been dealt with appropriately. Now, if Mr. Valenstar here is cheating, I want to see hardcore evidence. However, Mr. Valenstar has accused you, Mr. Jawpricks, of cheating. He said that you have changed your hands.
I have not changed anything.
Well,
Something fishy's going on here, and somehow my cards have changed. I don't know why I would change my hand to a worse hand.
Mr. Vraster, they're just clearly saying this because they've lost and they don't want to give up what they bet. It was a legitimate bet and they lost legitimately. Can you enforce your rules, please?
Or maybe we could seek someone out here. There's plenty of magic users. We could put down some zone of truth or something like that. And if you have nothing to hide and you're honest and legitimate,
I don't consent to that. I don't consent to that. I don't need to hide anything.
a cheater would say that, though, wouldn't they?
Right.
Well, to be fair, sir, most of the people here are cheating. So, but
Who said that? Vraster?
Vraster. But I don't want to hear anybody. If people are cheating, I don't want to see it. Now, have you got any real evidence?
Lisbon's going to turn to the dealer, and since she's intimidated by me more than the other guy, going to be like, I'm sure the dealer can tell you what he was doing. She saw it.
The dealer will probably tell you that he snatched the card that was come to me.
Yeah, but that's not against the rules, sir.
But that card wasn't dealt to you, though.
It was a card that I dealt. He picked it up first.
This is like New World poker and not like actual poker. It's not the way poker works.
Alright, new rule. You get dealt the hand you get dealt. Anybody takes a card that don't belong to them, they get kicked out. Mr. Vraster, please. None of it. That's it. That's the newest rule. Now, the rest of you lost, pay up. Mr. Valenstar, you take another man's card, you get kicked out. Is that a happy compromise for everyone?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Right.
Fair enough.
With that, Vraster walks off. And Valenstar takes your spell scroll, your 50 gold, and your Oread sword, Emron. Unless you resist.
I'll give it to him. It's fine. It's useless to me anyway.
Yeah, I give him mine too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, I think that's me done for the evening. I'm going to hire some whores.
Yeah, because you can't back them up the legitimate way.
The legitimate way gets you. Yes, he's calling it as he goes away. The legitimate way is the shit way. I want professionals.
Damn it! I'm gonna kind of just throw a little mini fit and then walk down the stairs.
Yeah, Joe Pritch is
the tiefling just looks at you, Emron, and just says, "No, I knew he was cheating. I couldn't tell how. If you're up for it, we can stab him when he leaves this place."
I look at Joe Pricks and I look at Zurich.
Well, I'm employed by you guys. If that's what you want me to do, I'll do it.
No, I'm for getting him 6 feet under.
Well, what's your plan, tiefling friend?
Emron, what's your passive perception?
Let me quickly check. I was going to say 16. Yep. Passive
So
wisdom.
as you sort of look at the others towards them, you just notice in the corner of your eye that this tiefling is actually reaching for your coin purse.
Oh. Hands off! What do you think you're doing? Do you want to get stabbed?
Shit. Whatever.
Nothing.
When he leaves.
Nothing but scoundrels in this place, Emron. I think it might be the time that we made our way.
Oh, I think you're right, Joe Pricks. You may be old, but you're also wise.
Cora and Bark. As you guys have been watching all of this, you hear Cora. You hear somebody come up behind you, and before you turn around, you just hear a soft, disgruntled voice in your ear. Just goes, "Not participating in the games? Do you want to do some trading instead?" Turn around to see a masked man. He's got a black hood over his head, a purple mask over his face, and a large brown backpack, and his eyes are kind of like almost bloodshot yellow.
Like jaundicey. I'm going to grab Bark. Like, I need him to know what's going on right now, and I'm gonna turn to this person and say, "I'm sorry, me. You wanna? What do you trade? What?"
Yeah. What do you want to buy?
I mean, you approached me.
Well, that's the thing. You don't seem to be the type of typical person who hangs around this place. Tell you what. How about this? He reaches inside his pocket and brings out a small golden ring that glows almost like with a little bit of mist on it. This is a magic ring. I'll sell it to you for 2 gold pieces, no questions asked.
Bark's just gonna lean very gingerly around from like Cora, assuming she stood in front of him. He's just gonna bend
Cora's actually taller than you.
You are.
Cora's actually taller than you.
just bend around very straight and go, "What do you mean, magic ring?"
No questions asked.
Yeah, Bark, that's a question.
You want to buy it?
So me to DM, because still newish, I don't know how it works. If you took something that was maybe not as good as it should be, because this sounds very sketchy, if it were like a cursed item, you would need to be attuned to it in order for it to affect you. Like me touching this thing isn't going to...
Some curses apply when you are attuned to an item, yes. Some curses apply on contact.
On contact. So...
that is just purely a mechanical thing. It really depends. A curse can do anything depending on what the DM would decide that curse does.
Oh, that DM. Okay, so what I would do, honestly, is probably look at Vorkris, who is only here in spirit, and I would say, I mean, it's only 2 GP. Is this something you think that you could identify? And
yeah. If it's a magic ring, I can identify it, no problem.
And do you think it's worth 2 GP? Like your mage hand could take it and like put it.
Magic ring? Yeah, absolutely. 2 gold pieces. What kind of offer do you get for a magic ring that's just 2 gold pieces?
Probably a really sketchy, terrible one. I don't.
Can I like
see how that would be bad?
That sounds like Vorkris. Cora's gonna try and figure out if her tummy is rumbling because she needs a good berry, or if she's getting a bad gut feeling from this ring.
Hold on 1 second.
Make an insight check.
Ugh.
This guy's hard to read.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop a good berry in my mouth and go, well, I guess, here, and I will give him the 2 GP, and I will say, but my friend's hand is going to come in and take it and put it in her bag.
Well, if that's what you want to do. So you give him the 2 gold pieces. Vorkris casts his mage hands, goes and picks the ring up and goes and puts it in the bag, and he just pockets the 2 gold pieces and goes, "Thank you. What are you looking for whilst you're here? Is there a specific thing you're here for?"
I mean, there are lots of things that we're looking for. We're trying to find out some information, but honestly, none of you guys seem very honest. Like, to be completely frank, I'm not 100% sure that what I just did with you was a good idea. But, you know, sometimes
It
you have
was.
things that make you feel a little more
I'm a
carefree than you should be.
I am a legitimate businessman. People
Of
call
course
me
you
the
are.
merchant.
The merchant, what a regal name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you really deal in wares instead of information then, yeah?
Oh, I can deal with information too. But I think you look rather capable. So does your friend there. Tell you what, I have 2 offers for you. No questions asked. You look like the type of people that might want to get inside that VIP room that Vraster's always going on about. I just so happen to have a pass here to get inside that room. I'll sell it to you for 1,000 gold pieces.
He has a what to be able to get in there?
A pass to get into the VIP room.
A path.
You want to get in there? Do it.
Oh God, 1,000. I'm gonna have to call Daddy Emron over because I don't have the coin.
Also,
Just as a player, never call him that again, please.
Daddy Emron.
Sends shivers up the spine. It's awful.
Also, Vraster. Yeah, I know he needs a few things done. If you guys decide to work for him, come talk to me for additional objectives with extra incentives.
You work for Vraster then?
No. He just lets me trade my wares here.
Oh, so you kind of work with him?
We have a mutually beneficial partnership that is exclusive to ourselves.
Oh, you're like boyfriends. That's cute.
Sure, why not? Now, is there any item that you can think of, anything in the world that you want more than anything else? Because I can get it for you for a price.
I need information. Is all I
What
need.
information do you want?
I need to know if. Well, again, why not? Let's trust you for the moment. I need to know if there are other Blackburners around. You heard of them?
Oh yeah, I know the Blackburners intimately.
Oh, how do you know them?
Oh, that part of the information is what you need to buy. I'll happily tell you about all the Blackburners I know of in the New World for 5,000 gold pieces.
Oh, but I think, and again, I know that you have a very regal name and I'm sure a very noble profession. We've just been, like I said, burned several times in here. And in order to give you any information, I think you'd have to at least tell me one way that you would know that you could identify a Blackburner.
It looks like him. Goes towards Buck.
Oh, they're missing an eye?
No, that cloak.
Oh, I have a cloak too, but I'm letting my friend borrow it. I'm not a Blackburn.
No, you're a Fearbolg. I know a few others if you want to go meet them.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you where they are for 700 gold pieces.
I look at Cora and just go, have we got that kind of money?
I don't know. We'd have to ask Mommy Emron.
I'm going to look at Cora and just go, can we not trust Emron in here with anything for just like a few minutes?
But he
Let's do
has.
things by ourselves.
You look like you've got a very powerful axe on you, sir. Would you like a magical one that packs a wallop?
Sure.
You want me to put that on the table for you?
Racking up quite a bill.
In terms of mechanics, he's offering you a +3 great axe.
Ooh. For only like 70,000 GP. Or your other eye.
Put it on the table for you.
Just how do I know the information you've got is not twisted in some way like the gamblers in this place?
Suppose we'll just have to take it on faith, won't you? I offer a legitimate business. If I charge the prices I charge and it weren't good stuff, you really think I'd be alive to sell more stuff? I ain't no fighter. I'm just a humble merchant.
I'm going to look at Cora and just go, do you want to find out where the other furball are? 700 is not a bad price.
I don't feel like it's my place to spend 700 of our money to find something out that's so personal. It doesn't benefit the group.
Doesn't have to benefit the group, it has to benefit you.
Yeah, but
And they'll want it to benefit you as well.
it's a lot of money for just
What
me.
about your axe, sir? Would you like me to put that axe on the table?
How much?
You want it on the table, sir?
Sure. Why not?
Alright then, I'll put it on the table. Anything else, stranger?
Oh,
You want some magical armor to go with that?
Now you're being too generous.
Oh, I haven't given you my price yet, sir.
Oh, I cannot but like this guy. Cora, do you want to buy the information about furballs, yes or no?
you justify that.
Information is just information. Items, they have to go on the table. I'll give you the price for the information straight up. Your items, well, it varies. The more you buy, the better deal I can give you.
How much is the axe?
You want anything else with that, sir?
What have you got for the lady?
Well, what do you want? You want some magical armor? You want some items that enhances your wisdom? You want something that channels your clear divinity a little better? You tell me.
Just can you go back and tell me about the VIP pass again? That gets us into the room.
No questions
What-
asked, 1,000 copies. I'll get you
Wait,
and selection of your friends in, I think.
all of my friends? I mean, if we're honest, I don't have many.
Not too many, I said no more than 10, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't have that many friends. But so my question, which was not a question about the pass or how you got it or how we're gonna get it, it's more about the VIP room. Do you know what they're betting in there?
I do.
If you were me, would you buy these passes for 1,000?
Yeah, I would.
Does that seem true, or is it all just slimy? It might just all be
Make
slimy.
it
Yeah,
is.
keep.
Make an insight check.
I'll get on that as well.
Sure. Maybe he is a salesman.
Information aside, are there any items for the madam? Anything at all? See, you have yourself a nice little morning star there. About a magical one that packs a big wallop.
Oh, I mean, I really don't like to use this unless I have to.
Oh, if you want, I can put a much, much better one on the table for you.
If I tell you that I want to put it on the table, you're not telling me how much it is. Is that committing me to something? I'm still just very confused about how this deal is supposed to be working.
It means you're putting it on the table and then I can give you a price for the items that are currently on the table. That's what it means.
Okay, it's like you're setting them out. All right, I gotcha. Yeah, so Do you know about any keys? Do you know about any keys? Like any keys that like people would be looking for? Like maybe you could find one in the north and one in the south. Like just keys.
What kind of key?
I'm not entirely sure.
And with that, she's going to start shaking.
I'm not entirely sure.
With that kind of information, it's hard for me to go on, but I can certainly look into it.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that you needed to look into it, but I thought that maybe you just had information about it. You know, like I don't know,
Not
crowns and wheels and stuff. But that's okay.
I can get that information. I don't have it on me at the moment.
Does that mean you know where to find the information?
I know where to find it, yeah.
Do you know Dargon?
Maybe.
Can I insight that?
Yeah?
Oh, God. No.
Oh, worse.
Do you think he's handsome?
My opinions on the matter is a closely guarded secret. But, back to the business at hand. Do you, madam, want any items, any weapons, any magical appropriations?
If you had something that made me better at what I do, better at healing, and I'd be willing to look at it.
I can give you a book that once you read it, it will enhance your awareness.
Basically, what he's offering you is a tome of the book. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the tome that increases your wisdom by 2 when you read it.
Is that like a permanent thing? I read it and then it's
It's a permanent
up
thing.
to.
Okay, well, I mean, we could always put it on the table, and if you say, like, it's 3 million GP and I don't have it.
You want me to put that book on the table?
Sure.
Alright then, I'll put it on the table. Anything else?
I think we're set for now.
Alright then, so that's one massive great axe that deals a big one.
So that's 1 plus 3 great axe and a tome of understanding and awareness.
Right, together I'll cut you a nice little discount because they're really rare items, hard to get. I'll sell them to you for 150,000 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, that is, I'm sure, a fantastic deal, but I can assure you that me and my party members don't have that. And I'm not saying that it's not worth it.
Table, then?
You're gonna have to, because I don't have that kind of money.
I'll take it off the table. Well then, if our business is done, no problem. If you would like the VIP pass, come talk to me. If you're going to work for Vraster, come talk to me for extra incentives on what he wants you to get done. But, and if you get the money for your items, why don't you swing on by again?
Sorry, just hold on. Sorry, before he leaves, like how much was the information again? Just between me and you.
The information for what was it you were looking for again?
So it'd be about about Blackburners and the Furbolg.
The Furbolg, he's offering it for 700 gold pieces. The Blackburners, I believe he offered it at 2,000 gold pieces. Or was it 1,000? I can't remember.
How much does that class as ancient platinum, or is that just something else? How much money do we actually have as a group?
The ancient Emron has that, but the ancient
he'll take both forms of currency because a lot of people here are also dealing in both forms of currency here.
Okay, so how much ancient platinum would that cost to get both those pieces of
So
information?
what you're looking at in the party loot is what was there, and then Emron was rolling to see how much he took. I just wrote everything down in the party loot. Emron has a separate sheet with information on it.
Okay. I mean, I can still use the money though, right?
It's up to Emron whether or not he gives it up.
Oh, right. Oh, it's actually yours.
You don't
He
know
put
I
it-
took all
he
that
put
money.
It, yeah, he put it in the bag without telling us.
Right.
Well, basically, the first time is you guys all left the cave not wanting to take anything, and I just grabbed 2 handfuls on the way out because I was the last to leave. Then when we were at the construct, that place, I had the chest in front of me, and I emptied out the chest while you guys were all in other rooms, kind of thing. And I've only told Cora and gave her 50 gold pieces. That's it.
Right, okay. Okay, yes, that's fine then. So let him go. He's still around though, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's skulking in the corner at the moment.
That's fine. Right, after he's left, Mr. Chunkor, right, we need to scrounge the money up for this information now. We need to find out where my clan is. We need to find out where your people are.
And as you say this, you see Emron, Joprix, Lisma, and Zirik, the new guy, walking down the steps, looking thoroughly disappointed. They clearly have just lost a poker game.
I would head
She looks
towards
so
them.
sad.
Those guys have lost.
What they lose.
I don't know, some
Well-
sword and a scroll.
Oh, a little bit of
I'm-
money. A scroll.
I may or may not have lost that Oriad sword that I got forged by New Uranium.
Oh, we were gonna make that into 2 swords.
Yeah, well,
It's
I didn't
okay,
use
I'm
it
not
on
mad
this
at you.
one.
It's okay, I'm
It's
not mad
alright.
at you.
I'm mad at you, not gonna lie.
Emron, where did he say he was going to go?
He was
That
going to
guy.
look for some ladies. That's all.
I'd like to cast suggestion on those ladies and see if we can't at least get some revenge on this guy.
Before any of you do anything, I need to know how much money have we got? Like generally.
Well, I'm going to say, well, none of you guys want to take all that loot from the Centaur cave, so we have no money.
Well, we have a little bit of money.
I've got 10
Yeah.
gold you can have.
We have
Why do you need money? I thought you don't gamble.
Not gambling.
we have
Someone
like,
may. Sorry, Carol.
I was gonna say we have like 580 GP, and then of my own I have 98, and I'm not really good with math, but I know that that's not as much.
But why do you need money, Cora? You don't gamble either. I haven't seen you gamble one thing, both of you.
No. That guy over there came up to me, and he laughs a lot, and he was a little creepy, but he has information about Bark's clan, but he's only going to sell it for information. He also has VIP passes to the room for 1,000 GP, but I don't know that we have that either. So there's information. He has information about where people of my kind are, but it's a lot of money, and we don't have it.
Well, how much money do we need in total? And are you sure this is a good value, like, information? We've been cheated so many. In fact, every time we've been cheated out of what we thought was real.
She's gonna put her hand.
I don't know that it's good information, but
Jamie didn't cheat you.
but it just
I'm just going to look at Emron and be like, it's a bit late to be worried about who's cheating you now, isn't it, Emron, after you've lost pretty much everything we've got?
Well, exactly. So, you know, if we put more money into information, what if they just going to say, oh, it's to the east of this boat? This is new information and it's the truth.
I'd rather have a direction than nothing at all. You got anything important to you, Vorkris? Anything at all? Not Vorkris. Emron? Anything you want? Anything you need? Important things?
How much money are we talking about?
it
It's
was It was 1,000 GP for the VIP passes. It was 1,000 GP to find information about his family.
Is that VIP passes or just one pass for one person?
Oh yeah, no, he said that it would get me and like 10 of my friends, and that would be all you guys. And then we'd probably have some room left over.
We might be able to get some other people on board and charge them for it.
Oh, so we swindle others.
Emron, you're not gambling anymore, ever. I saw what happened on the poker table. It was a shambles.
Well, I must admit, I did, I had some really pretty cards in my hand. That's all I'm going to say.
Do you know how to play cards?
Oh, they were just pretty paper with pretty prints, and then you just got to match.
Oh.
I matched a few on the table. It was, I was doing well.
That's probably good. Maybe somebody could give you pointers on how to play before you play again.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone here is in a good position to give any pointers.
You know what was good? The Beatles. Because you don't have to really know anything. You just watch them race and pick the one that has the prettiest shell. Yeah. Tell them they're good and you're proud of them.
It depends who's on the table, though.
Are we digressing? Are we talking about gold? How much gold pieces we need? What was it? Sorry.
But if you want to swindle people, I'm just saying that might be a good table because it doesn't really involve. I mean, like for you, it doesn't involve skill. It's just picking a beetle instead of trying to figure out how to play cards when you don't know how to play cards.
Yeah. I did sneakily talk to one of them, though, if you remember. But maybe you didn't remember.
Oh, because you were...
Was it sneaky? Weren't you just shouting at it?
But the only person on that table was interested in gold only, so we haven't got a lot of gold to gamble.
No.
I think we need to get on the high stakes ones, and I've got the tentacle rod. We could probably get a lot of money for this if we can win.
Oh. Yeah, the tentacle thing, but
we can raise up the value by telling them that it was very difficult to get. We had to kill this monster.
Are you sure Chris is up for that? He was quite attached to that tentacle.
No, the
tentacles are different than the tentacle rod.
Oh, the rod we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
The hentai stick.
Hentai stick, yes.
Do you think that, like, I don't know what exactly it does, but do you think that, like, just anybody should have that? Or if somebody maybe with not good intentions had that would be bad news?
Maybe we can point it at the new guy and see what it does.
It just grapples. It can either grapple people or it can hit people from like 10 feet away. It doesn't do too much. It's more of a utility than it is deadly.
I think we're getting a little bit far off the topic here. Can we either buy something or figure out a plan?
Well, that's
there's
my
stuff
point.
here I want, seriously, like right now.
But those passes could be very helpful. Like this VIP room could have someone in it that we need.
So, Cora's gonna look at Burke and say, "We are trying to help you. We're trying to figure out what we have that we can maybe gamble and bet to get you the money that you need."
Yeah, but I don't want to gamble and bet. I don't want to put this to chance. We have a man who may have information and we may have money. I don't know. But I don't want to gamble with this. It's important. It's not a gamble.
But we don't have enough money to raise that fund for your information. If we don't gamble, we won't have any funds. So we're stuck.
The only way we can get funds right now is to gamble, or we can go away, but then we might lose this chance.
Well, it's a great plan if any of us were good at gambling, but we're not.
I haven't gambled anything yet.
Well, Emerald keeps pushing it into him. Just stand in front of him, he'll throw you somewhere and hope you do well. You're his new shiny beetle.
So the merchant said that sometimes Vraster needs work done, and well, he doesn't make me feel very comfortable, but if he has work, then maybe he pays in gold, and
Zurich,
it sounds
you
like
know about this. Zurich already knows about this. He knows that because he tried to take the work on himself. Vraster is offering a reward to anybody who deals with the creature that is making people see nightmares in the woods.
Oh.
We killed
Right.
it.
But they don't know we did. So hide that tentacle stick and hide any evidence of it. We can take that on. Well, we can pretend to take that on, spend a couple of nights away, then come back with trophy. We have his head, haven't we?
Wait, didn't we tell Vraster on the way in that we dealt with it?
But he obviously didn't
No, you didn't.
catch on to that.
Oh no,
think
we fobbed
we-
it off.
we did.
We fobbed it off.
Yeah.
We fobbed it
Ah.
off. We kind of like, yeah, whatever.
You talked about it. You talked about it, but you didn't say you killed it.
Right.
Otherwise,
Well-
he would have said something.
Yeah.
Well, Borquist has the tentacles. There's some evidence. I think this could be. Let's go ask him about it and see how much gold and try and haggle the price up first before saying, "Okay, we've
Yeah.
done it."
Zurich mentioned this to us
It was,
as we were
Yeah.
talking about it.
it was
Okay, yeah.
tidy sum he offered.
I'm not even sure we would have to spend nights away. I mean, if we find out what it's worth, we can present him with the evidence, and he should be
There and then.
But I think we should try and haggle the price up first before.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Get as
Let's
much
do
gold
it.
as we can. Or might be able to haggle some access into the VIP room straight up.
Yeah, but that's not going to help us with the money that Bark needs for his family.
No, if we get the money out of Vraster, then we can turn it over to get the information. I think
That's a really scary thing. Maybe we could get money and VIP pass.
Yeah.
That's my point. We could
Maybe.
possibly, like, if he's not
Um,
willing to up the price, we can add that as on top because it's not out of his pocket. It's just entrance into his own place.
How much
Can
was
I
he
just
offering as a
ask-
reward?
How much was it again, Jack? Did he offer me?
He is currently offering the group or person who deals with the Wonder of Nightmares 5,500 gold pieces.
Well, there you go. That's a lot.
1,500
Right.
gold pieces he offered me.
Shall we see if we can throw in the VIP passes on top of that?
Yeah, but can I just ask which one of us is the most persuasive person to speak to him?
Not me.
Of course,
If we
Dave
were to
took
haggle.
lots of steps back.
What about
And
you?
then she's going to put her head down and say, Isaac would have been really good at that.
It-
I have -1.
It might be
I'm gonna-
honestly Kerry, but
Yeah, Agnes and
Yeah,
Agnes and
is-
Sparhawk and
Yeah,
Isaac.
yeah.
You guys hear the sound of rushing mad winds from below deck.
Warding wind. Shall we try to ask if Kerry can help us with it?
I mean, the worst she can say is no. But is she? I mean, maybe we should talk to her first because she's been through a lot in the last 24 hours. If she seems like she's not going to put her foot in her mouth, then maybe.
It looks like she's not ready to talk today. Maybe later.
Oh. Okay.
Where is
You know-
Because I don't know what she would say.
Where's who?
Purely because I don't know what she would say.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to turn back to the old man. I'm going to say, old man, do you still have that divination thing that you can do to, or have you used it all up for today?
I have used up. Sadly, I've used up my portents for
Oh.
the day.
Well, Cora can
Oh,
give us
wait.
that guidance
Yeah, but
thing.
wait. There might be something else I can do. Hold on. You guys talk. I'm gonna think about what I can do.
Oh, actually, you guys talk. I think I'm going to look at my spell book quickly as well.
I mean, why don't we just go talk to the guy? Like, this guy seems like he's not easy to mess with. So I think the best thing would be just to approach him straight up rather than trying to do any tricks. I think
Yeah,
doing any
I
tricks
agree with
right
that.
now will just
Yeah.
get us thrown out.
But
Right.
if you were to persuade him to haggle, you will be need to good at haggling, no? Like
Well-
if you want to gain a VIP pass on top of the fee, for example.
So I have a
Yeah,
plus
wait,
one.
wait,
wait,
on
wait,
my
wait.
a lot of hypotheticals in this situation.
Yes.
Right.
Would we be able to take less money? How much money do we actually need?
All of it. As much as we can get for whatever we need to buy. Why do we want a VIP pass anyway? What's down there?
More money. Potential to win more money.
Brutus is
Well,
down there.
you know Wenos was trying to see Brutus.
Do we know what Brutus does? Do we know what he's about? No,
you
I
know
was
nothing
talking
about
about
Brutus.
you.
So I can, if you want, guys, I can talk to Vraster and I can haggle, try to haggle to get the money and also a VIP pass thrown in. I don't think that's unreasonable to ask.
If what we would be doing is a charisma check,
Yeah.
I have something that I can do called it enhances your ability, and then I channel the grace of a cat, and no, that's the wrong one.
It's the
It's the
ego,
right one.
Cora.
No,
it's the ego.
Yeah, it's the eagle. It's the eagle, and it will give you advantage on charisma checks. So
I like
Wait,
the
so
idea.
you're going to give me wings and I can fly to look
Yeah, give you-
prettier to be more charismatic? Is that what you're saying?
I
don't
put
really
my
get all
hand
this magic
on. I put
malarkey.
my hand on Lisma's face, and and I speak to Joe Briggs.
Was I even
just-
close?
Cora follows your face and says, "I can't do that, but like Gary could minor illusion wings on you."
Zero,
So
you're barely
so-
following this conversation. These guys are weird.
So
Um,
listener, if you want me
DM.
to, if you want me to do it, I do still have a lucky roll. So if I roll poorly, I can always
Yeah.
re-roll, but I can only
Oh,
apply it
You
to
got
my.
one. You got
right.
one lucky left, I think, right?
Got
but that
one
might
left.
be worse, though. You might roll worst, right? And you have to take
yeah.
the worst roll as well.
Yeah.
DM,
Well, I'll have
does
to judge it.
enhance ability spell
Yeah.
stack? Because I have it and Cora has it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Cora, you and I can both do the same, spell to help whoever that speaks, i.e. Joe Briggs, to have a better chance of persuading if he needs to persuade.
Well, you either have advantage or you don't. You can't get doubled advantage.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Okay. Let me just check.
But
Anyway,
I mean, if you did that and I did something like
guidance! Yes! That sounds good.
Have you prepared that spell today, then, Ron? Enhance ability.
Yeah, because I knew we were going to be betting. Because I just wanted to check which aspect.
Right. Is that
Well-
so? Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I
think
think that's
so.
a good idea, but I think it'd be good that I come with you just in case it goes bad.
I'll
Yeah.
be following.
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
goes well.
Okay. So, Emron, you
Yeah.
cast enhance ability on who?
On Joe Briggs.
On Joe Brooks. Okay. And Cora, you grab your holy symbol and you cast guidance on Joe Brooks as well.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, one is an hour and mine is only a minute, so I would wait until we're closer.
Yeah, do we know where Vraster is?
He's right over at the
Vraster's
table.
Vraster's currently playing a blackjack table.
Okay.
So you
Vraster.
walk on over to him and he goes, hold on. Hit me. 21. Yes! Come to Papa. And he scoops over like a whole bunch of coins towards him. Yes.
Excellent.
Are you enjoying the games?
Very much so. Thank you. Congratulations on your winnings. My good man, I've heard through the grapevine that you are interested in offering up a sizable reward for anyone that's able to deal with this abomination that's in the forest out there.
Oh, business. Hold on. He starts putting all the things in his pockets. And he turns towards Simone and says, I'll play with you again soon, Miad. Very good try. Keep on trying, okay? And he gets off the stool and goes there. Come with me, somewhere a little bit more quiet. And he leads you up over to here. And he walks through the door into his office / bedroom. It's quite cluttered. It's small, but it's certainly got a collection of all the things he's won so far. He immediately walks over the table and sits down behind it on a chair and gestures for you all to make yourselves comfortable. There's only a couple of seats in here, so it's whenever you can find, really.
Laura will stand.
Yeah, same.
She doesn't trust chairs.
So Vraster, I think we can help you out with this problem.
Oh.
If 5,500 though, we really need to get into this VIP room. We've heard a lot about it. You run a great establishment. Yes, you run a great establishment. We want to take our game to the next level. Listen, if we were able to take it. Well, right. So obviously the odds aren't in our favor, but obviously the house stands to win a lot, right? From our participation. So let's say that we were able to take care of this problem for you at in a very short amount of time. Could we get access on top of the reward that you propose? Can we get access to the VIP room in addition?
I don't know. VIP is kind of only offered to people I have gotten to know.
Well, my
you do
name
a few
is
things
Joe
for me, then you do a few things for me, and then we can certainly talk about it. But seeing as how you only turned up yesterday, yeah, not so much. Sorry.
Well, I would think that the person that takes care of this major problem for you is somebody that obviously has your interests in mind.
Oh, certainly, but I still don't know you, shall we say.
Well, what other tasks do you have available? And will there also be a gold reward as well?
Absolutely, there's rewards for all of them. They're all issues that they will contribute to the success of my little den.
Okay, well,
the first up is there's this creature in the woods that makes people see these weird nightmares. Now we've made a little path with some with some orange cloths and stuff, just to steer clear of its location. But if it could be dealt with, I'd be happy for that. Nobody really wants to see images of their dead mum or sister or whatever. It puts a downer on the games, if you ask me. So if you can deal with that, I'll be happy to pay you 5,500 gold pieces.
Okay. What else is there?
So
that one sounds very tricky.
A few days to the north, maybe a bit to the northwest a bit, getting closer to the water again. There's a place called Hunter's Rest. That's where the hunting braves are currently set up. Do you know about them?
No.
There are a bunch of people that came here to hunt, basically. Actually, a lot of people that are dealing in skins and beasts. I think there's one guy who's even betting planes, like those planes runner things, like domesticated ones. Well, basically, a lot of them get their stuff, their information from these hunting braves. I think there's about 2, maybe 3 dozen of them or so. But basically, I want them to. I want to have an exclusive deal with them, shall we say?
So you want us?
I don't want.
You want us to create a contract, sort of, for you?
If you could convince one of their top people to come down here, and so I can talk with them, I'd be very appreciative. I'd be happy to pay you 700 gold pieces.
That's quite far. We're going to need provisions as well. Would you be able to provide them?
Yeah, for a small fee.
Well, Vraster, is there no way that we can convince you just to, if we deal with this thing in the woods, in the forest, in a timely fashion, we could just have access to your VIP room? We're in a little bit of a hurry at this point.
I'm sorry, mister, but I just don't know you, and the people inside that room, they are proven individuals who they appreciate their anonymity and anonymity.
If
You
we do
already
this,
told us their names.
Well, you know their names, but you don't know who they are.
if we perform this secondary task for you, and then we take care of this thing in the forest, will you allow us access to the VIP room in addition to the monetary reward?
You do that, and you do one more thing for me, we'll talk about it. Sound good?
What's the final task?
There's a river a bit further to the west. I'd like to know where a crossing is. Nobody's been able to find one yet. No, and a bunch of those new orders were looking for a crossing, but they ain't got one yet so far. Basically, I want to see if we can expand a little bit more westward, and if we can find a crossing in that river, I'd be happy to pay you. I think 1,000 gold pieces would be suitable.
What's your relationship with the New Order?
They're customers.
Okay. How about on top of that, with the VIP pass, if we complete all these tasks, you also give us all the information you have on the New Order.
What do you want to know about the New Order?
It's the last time you... I mean, besides Buenos and his friends, when's the last time you dealt with any of them?
Maybe the other week. Spoke with that, what's his guy? What's that? The guy with the hood.
Ferris?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, spoke with him.
Oh, we haven't seen him in
Wasn't a very
time.
eventful conversation.
Oh, are you saying they don't actually tell you anything? They're just literally customers.
They are literally just customers. I had a good thing going with Wenos because he brought loads of his guys with them, and they would bet and they would lose, and I would make money. So he was talking a lot about getting the VIP pass. And I said, well, you know, you keep on bringing this place money, and then we'll certainly talk about it. But I don't think you guys have got the resources he had, so I ain't making you the same offer.
Okay, so these tasks, and you'll give us the pass.
We'll talk about it.
I think you're going to have to do better than we'll talk about it.
Alright, let me put it in this way. The people in that VIP room require people not know them. If you are going to go into that room, I also need to be completely sure that you are not going to do something that I wouldn't want you to do. So I need to get to know you first. Sound fair? If you do these tasks for me, we'll talk about it, and then we'll decide.
I'm so confused because at first you said that killing that nightmare thing wasn't enough because you needed to know us, and that doing these other tasks would let you know us enough. And now if we do all three, you're still going to have to talk about it because you're not sure if you'll
I
know
never
us.
said if you did all three of them, I'd give you the pass. You assumed that's what I would do.
I
I'm
think
basically
it's the
saying,
whole point.
if you really want to get into the VIP room, I need to make absolutely sure that you guys are legit.
She pats herself down going, I am legit.
I don't know that, do I?
Right, guys,
I've known you for the 24 hours. That's as best. I think that's how long I've known you. Probably less than that.
so if we go complete these tasks, are you likely to have more tasks for us when we get back, so we can prove our trust with you?
I mean, those are the most pressing things on my mind. I mean, I have day-to-day tasks if you guys want chump change, but I don't think you guys are chump change people.
No.
I'm sorry, but I've got to respect the wishes of my current VIPs before I get more VIPs in there.
Well, I think we need to discuss it before we make a decision. So, guys, shall we step outside, or Vraster, do you want to step outside for us, just so we can have a chat?
This is my office. You step outside.
Fair enough. It was just quicker.
This is where I sleep and do other things.
Oh,
Thank you, Ross. You've been more than...
Oh,
more than-
but not on the table because that's against your rules.
I make the rules.
I know, I was just letting you know that I read the rules, and I'm not doing anything on your table either. But I'm
I
back.
had my
We're gonna
hand.
go
I had
outside.
my hand on his desk, and then I quickly pulled my hand away.
Yeah, he reaches into the desk and pulls up one of those sausages and goes, anyone want a sausage?
The door's this way out. Anybody want to come and talk?
Pass. I think we should talk.
I take one of the sausages and just whittling it. Thanks.
It's a bit cold. Very,
Right, so
moist.
do we head off and talk somewhere? Where, off the ship, or like so we don't get prying ears?
We could, yeah. I think it's probably be fine.
Is there any place that we would be able to talk without anybody hearing us on the ship, Jack?
Do you want to go looking for a place?
I suppose it'd just be easier to go off of the ship if that's the case. So,
Okay. So you guys make your way off of the ship. Buenos is outside waiting for you obediently.
The hell is that?
Oh,
It's for
The Dragon Ball looks
Yeah.
at you, Zurich, and just goes, don't worry about him. He's a friendly little helper of mine.
Was he the last hired help?
no. No, he was
Nah,
never
nah,
any
you-
friend
you-
of
Last
ours.
enemy.
He was
No.
he was not a very nice person. Now he is.
He was an asshole.
I show.
So I'm going to look at the group and say,
That sketchy guy said that if Vraster had any deals for us to come to him and he would like supplement it somehow. And I don't really know what that means. And he really wasn't very clear with like what he was offering and whatnot. But I think that if we're going to take some of these deals from Vraster, we could also talk to that other guy because I don't know if he's offering us more money or like, hey, if you're going to go there, then right next to it, there's another job that you can take care of for some extra income. But
Yes, but on the back of that, he seems very hesitant to give out passes. And if this merchant, how can we be sure this pass is going to be legit? And once we're in there, how do we know
No.
Frost is not going to throw us out again?
I'm not even talking about the passes right now. I'm talking about, he said, aside from the passes, if we decide to take on any work from Vraster to come and see him and he'll have supplemental, work for us.
Oh, right, so stuff we can do along the way.
Right. At least I
That
think
might-
so. Bark, was that right?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. He seems like a merchant of some kind. He's very well informed if he is.
Well, I don't trust the pass he has. If Rust is that strict on, if so, I think we should try and earn the pass ourselves from Vraster. Like, I'd rather have Vraster trust us in there than throwing us out.
Yeah. Again, I wasn't talking about getting the passes from the merchant. I was talking about getting potentially other gold from him.
was
Yeah.
no risk asking though. Anyway, isn't it?
Well-
This merchant about.
So, are we all okay to take on these tasks? Like, what was more
Well-
urgent? We can get
Well-
5.5 off 5,500 gold off him straight up.
Yeah, I can kill that thing pretty easy, trust me.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Doesn't know. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
But also we know we've got answers to 2 of those 3 tasks, right? Because we know the crossing bit. We've went to the place.
No.
Oh, it's not a different one.
This is another river.
Okay.
Much further to the west.
Okay.
oh,
Oh,
Maybe
this
I
is
can
not the
fall
same
in the
river.
right spot again.
Well, I think so. Before we decide, I think we need to do these tasks because we need gold. We're skint. We should go talk to the merchant and see what's other things he's got that we can do along the way, and we can prioritize them that way.
I just want to pull Zarek and I want to say, listen, quietly, very quietly, say, listen, we've already taken care of the beast.
Oh.
This is why we're anxious to make the deal. So we
By
can't.
the way,
We're not
since
going
you
to.
guys are off the ship now, I do apologise for interrupting. Cora and Bark, can you roll a d8 for me, please?
Yeah.
Ooh. It's happening. Ooh. Good
Ooh.
rolls.
We got that ring. Well, technically, Vorkris has the ring, but yeah.
As everybody's discussing this, Buck, you notice on the. Do you have your hands completely covered with gloves, or are they exposed?
They would, yeah, they'd be fingerless gloves, so they'd be half exposed, I guess. No, they'd be exposed. I'm gonna say exposed.
No worries. They are exposed. Okay, so you can see the back of your hand then.
Yes.
Right. So you just notice on the back of your hand, just like right around where the wrist is, there's a tattoo there.
What? Literally just appeared on me.
Yes.
What kind of tattoo? What am I looking at?
It looks like it's writing, but it doesn't. It's like it looks like the end of the writing.
I'm gonna pull the rest of my sleeve up and see how far it goes.
So it goes up to your elbow, on the outside of your elbow, across your forearm, from here down to your wrist. You now have the tattoo that says +3 Great Axe.
+3. What? It seemed got a little +3.
Well, it just says magical Great Axe. Well, that's what it would say.
I'm just gonna tap Core really quick and just go, guys, I have a tattoo I didn't have 2 seconds ago. I'm just gonna hold my forearm out and show them.
That looks pretty cool.
How did you get a tattoo in 2 seconds without us seeing?
Even with one eye, I'm just gonna sort of like lower my gaze at this. I'm like, really?
Do you think this has something to do with the ring? Vorkris, it's only 10 minutes for you to identify that thing, right?
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to do that?
Yeah. See, I mean, do you know what's going on with his arm?
Nope.
Yeah, I think probably. Like, could you take your axe and go?
Does it just says like magical greatsword? Great axe.
Could you take out your sword and go like hit a tree with it and see if you feel stronger, or that the axe feels stronger?
I didn't. Well, I suppose I didn't see because I just rolled for it. It doesn't hurt anything, does it? It's just literally wording. It's just appeared on me.
It's just word. Yeah. Wouldn't have even noticed it if it was covered.
Cora, how many things did we say we wanted?
I don't remember. We said we wanted information about the Blackburners and the VIP passes, and you said about the fur.
I wanted that.
You look on your body for an informational tattoo.
I'm gonna look at my.
The book that makes me smarter.
No, that was taken
makes
off
me
the
better
table,
at
wasn't it? We never accepted that.
No.
Yeah, but I think that's
she
what we
said to
put on the table with the great axe.
Oh, did you? I thought you took it off the table because you didn't want it.
Yeah, no, they took it off the table as well as the Great Axe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start to look at my forearms and my hands and see if I see anything.
Is this how merchants do marketing in D&D? Is this like your ad?
Pardon?
Is this how merchants do marketing in Dungeons and Dragons?
That was the shopping list. Right.
Fly posting. New way of fly posting.
What was I going to the corner shop for? Great axe. Gotta remember that now.
Does look pretty cool though.
Oh, I don't like that. It's the ring we bought, isn't it? We took a ring, and now it's probably going to take a pound of flesh or some dark bollocks because we've not paid for it, or it's part of a deal that we've made.
Cora, did you buy something dodgy?
Cora's gonna put her head down.
That's unlike you.
Wait, so we got a guy that gambles everything. We got someone that buys dodgy stuff. Like,
No. Okay, so listen, I asked Borkris if he thought it was a good idea, and he said yes, and he knows about the magic stuff, and we thought that maybe we didn't touch it. We had Mage Hand use it. He's got it in his bag. He's gonna go look and see what it does.
Down and kind of fluff
Yeah.
off because she feels super guilty right now.
well, we're gonna be talking to this merchant in a minute anyway about these other tasks, so we can bring it up then. Like, let's not worry about it now because we don't know.
I mean, that's easy for you to say. Writing didn't just appear on your body from nowhere. Sure, let's not worry about the thing that's appeared on someone else.
Well, you know,
Right, hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna start like pulling sleeves up and like moving around. Like, can you see anything else on me anywhere? Is there like more of it?
and Lisbeth suddenly gets worried and starts like removing his clothes, checking his body as well, just to make sure there's no random tattoos that
God.
appeared on him.
So the scene very quickly becomes a 1970s porno. No, Lisma, you don't have any writing on you. Bark, you have no additional writing on you.
Nothing on
Did
me,
Cora see anything when she looked at her arms?
Arms? No.
What about Joe Pricks? Anything?
It's not gonna be any of you guys. It was only me and Cora who spoke to him. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out about this.
Did you try just rubbing it off?
You can't just say things
No.
like that. I know that you're new, but like,
You know, I do have the appropriate music to play if you want to go that way.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
do we
Robin.
know that it?
Yeah.
Do we know that it's bad? Like, did you try and see if your ex seems any different?
I mean, I have a sword for a start, but I don't know. How do you summon weapons? What do you do?
Like this, and then I'll just hold my hand out and my sword appears in my hand.
Wait, that's so cool. Why is it not working?
I'm gonna hold my.
It's a mystery, Lisma.
I'm gonna hold my.
Magic's
arm
a
out and
mystery completely to me anyway. So
just think of an axe and just hope.
why? Wrong hand? No.
Nope, nothing happens for you guys.
Maybe I'll go magic shield. No. Right, you need to teach me that. Can you teach me that?
What is this magic, Xeric?
Well, I was taught it from a young age. I don't think I have the capabilities to teach any of you.
What do you mean, young age? I'm only 29. I'm still quite young.
I'm 24.
No, I'm talking. I think I started training when I was 8. I'm 35 now, so
I have the mentality of an 8-year-old. Does that count?
that might hinder you. I think.
Damn.
Right. Let's just go talk to the merchant because this is clearly something to do with him, or at least he should. Maybe.
Well, I mean, let's let Vorkris have. I think he probably only needs like another minute to figure out what's going on with this.
So
guy.
by now, Vorkris would have ended the spell on the ring. And he looks at it and he just goes, "Huh? It's a magical ring."
But what does it do?
Doesn't do anything. Apparently, it's just magical.
What does
Any
that mean?
particular kind of magic? I think there's like a couple of different types.
Enchantment, apparently. Apparently, it's enchanted to be a magic ring.
Does that
I
mean
think it's a fault. I think it's a red herring, guys. I think it just it's supposed to throw people off. Ping people to let them know there's a magic item here, when there's literally, that's all it is. It just gives off the energy that it's magical, but doesn't actually do anything with that magic. It just seeps with enchantment, but doesn't do anything.
Oh, could we?
That's what I was afraid of.
Could we gamble
But
this?
maybe-
If it's a magic item that literally doesn't do anything, but it gets sensed as a magic item, surely someone will think it's valuable. We don't have to tell them what it does.
Yeah, didn't you guys go to that table that was betting magic items?
Yeah, you can't win against him. He's a cheat.
He's gone away though. Maybe there's someone else there with some money.
Right.
I mean, not to pull the conversation back to important things like writing appearing on my skin, but can we actually stop gambling for 30 seconds, Emron?
Not gambling. I'm just getting bored of all this talking again. All this talking.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we should leave these guys alone. Like, we go off to gamble and they have writing on their arms.
Fora's so mad at all of you guys. She walks inside to find the merchant.
So you go
Finally,
to the
action. I'll follow Cora.
Hello, stranger.
I'll go
What are
with.
you buying?
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything.
Why does he have writing on his arm about the thing that we talked about?
Oh, that's just a friendly little reminder.
Okay, but none of us consented to you doing anything to any of them.
You agreed to put it on the table, didn't you?
And then we said take it off the table, so why is there anything on him?
You took it off the table. Doesn't mean the deal was over.
What have we got on the table right now?
You got nothing on the table. I've just reminded you what you've put on the table and what you've taken off. I did ask you. I'd insured to make sure. Did you want it on the table? And you said yes.
Does that mean there's a mark on me too?
There's a friendly little reminder on you, I'm sure.
Where?
I don't know. I don't control where it turns up.
So what potentially have we agreed into putting on the table? A great axe, a tome, and the information about furball.
Oh, just those two items. Those are the things you put on the table, and those are the things you took off of the table. I'm a merchant. I'm not a haggler.
So what
You
happens?
to pay for something, and then you decided not to because you couldn't afford it anymore.
Whoa.
A friendly little reminder that
I
you
think
can pay for it. You can always come back and get it.
you people don't understand the way bargaining works, because if you can't tell us what the price is until we put it on the table, that's you're not agreeing to it.
And you shouldn't have put it on the table then.
Merchant, I would like a rough sum for the Blackburn information, the Furbolg information, the tome and the axe. I want to know a blanket amount.
You want all of it?
Yes, eventually. We're going to do some work for Vraster. Earn the gold.
For all of it, that'll cost you... Giving you a good deal on this one.
No, you're not.
Don't annoy me.
160,700. No, sorry. 152,700 gold pieces. That's for all of it. However, the information does not go on the table. It's not something I can barter in.
Then why did you tell us we have it if you can't sell it? That's what I want.
You don't understand. Not something I can give you a little reminder on. Hence why I just give you a price straight up.
Fair. In regards to doing deal work for Vraster, you said you might be able to enhance the deals, or?
Oh yes. What did he ask you to do?
Take care of the creature that deals in illusions, find a crossing in the river, and try and create a deal with the hunters.
Well, if you can deal with that little monster in the woods, I'll be happy to take off any body parts that it has, especially anything that seeps in the necrotic energy. I'll pay a mighty fine price for that.
Sounds a lot like 200,000 gold pieces for something as necrotic and dangerous as that.
Oh, nope. I wouldn't pay that much.
You'll probably be fine going to get it yourself then.
If you don't wanna go get it for me, you're not under any obligation to do so. If you do want to bring me one of its tentacles, I'll happily pay 500 gold pieces per tentacle.
Seems fair. What else you got?
As for those hunting braves, There's a guy there. Goes by the name of Lucius. He's got a little item on it. If you could relieve him of this item and bring it back to me, I'd pay nicely for it. 850 gold pieces additional to that.
What kind of item are we talking about?
It's small, glows red, not easily concealable, but hard to miss.
Easy
That
enough.
for me. That's good. And as for that river crossing that he once found, if you find the river crossing, go ahead and tell me about that instead of him. What's he offering you?
What was it again?
50,000
Offering.
gold.
50,000.
Vraster's not offering you 50,000 gold.
We don't have to tell him the
It was
truth.
200,000.
Yeah,
He doesn't know that though, does he?
he doesn't know that.
What was it actually?
Go ahead. Well, Vraster's offering you. I believe
It was like
it's,
5,000.
about
5,500.
no, that's for the nightmare. He's offering you 1,000 gold pieces for the crossing.
Right, there we go. Does anyone want to try and lie that before I just tell them the truth?
Cora's not lying.
Joe Prick said that he's offering the VIP access for that.
I don't think he would. I know the man. Can't put a fast one on me. I know why he doesn't want people to go in there.
Really?
Why doesn't he want people going there?
You want to know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pay for it.
Oh, prices for everything, my friends. I'll happily pay you why he doesn't want people to go in there for 900 gold pieces.
How much you offering us for the information instead of him?
Has he offered you 1,000? I'll double it, 2,000. No questions asked.
Seems
Don't
fair
ask
to me.
questions with you. We don't seem to be getting the good end of the bargain.
So, there you have it. Is there anything else I can get for you, strangers?
I'm good unless anyone else has got anything they want.
I don't think
There you
so.
are. Let me give you a token of goodwill, a gesture of business well done, I think. You want something useful? You want something, shall we say, hard to get? But it's incredibly useful, depending on how you want to use it.
Go on then. I'm interested.
Not too far away from here, there's a place that people call Baron Bark's Hut. Along the way, you'll find a little shack. You'll have to look for it. It's a bit hidden away. Inside this shack is there's a nice little gem inside. A diamond, they say, worth a few hundred gold pieces. You look like the type of people that might want to make use of a diamond like that. They might have a few other things there. There are people there. I wouldn't call them the friendliest folk, but you treat them with manners and I'm sure they'll treat you with some manners. I wouldn't trust them though. Oh no, I wouldn't trust them.
Explains why you haven't taken these valuables already. What kind of people are we talking?
I don't know them too well. A family call themselves the Chintucks.
Wild living folk, I take it. A little bit rough around the edges.
Well, I don't know much, but I know that they left the old world.
That's right, Corey, yes.
I know that they left the old world because, well, let's just say the old world weren't too favourable on their choice of lifestyle. No such rules here in the New World, is there?
No, I think I understand what you're driving at. All right. We'll go strike our deals, and then I'm sure I'll see you soon, merchant.
Come back anytime.
And why don't you, or everyone, we can just go have a quick, a wee break there. Just for the sake of brevity, the merchant and the Vraster have a business relationship. Like, Vraster does his thing, the merchant is allowed to do his thing on Vraster's ship.
Yeah.
Merchant and Vraster have done favours for each other, so the merchant is able to do what he can do.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that they're on the same side.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah.
so for example, we give the merchant the Nightmare of Wonders, whatever you call it, the stuff. He could have just said to Vraster, "Look, I've killed the thing. Here it is. What about our bargain?" We don't know that, but
Vraster's not asked for actual things. All this merchant's done is asked for.
Vraster just wants to know wants to reward whoever kills it.
Yeah, exactly. So
the merchant wants the tentacles.
Right.
Because,
I see. Okay.
Anybody who's handled the tentacles would know why. They are extremely powerful components.
So I think what we need to do is we'll do a request. We'll tell Vraster where this crossing is, and then get all the other rewards. Get him the guy to do the contract deal with, and then we can just do everything with the merchant, but give him the information on the crossing. That way, we haven't gone behind Vraster's back, but we've still dealt with the merchant, because the merchant doesn't seem like he'd be bothered whether we give him information or not. It's just, if you do, he'll pay you. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Vraster would be more annoyed by us going behind his back and telling the merchant over him about the crossing. Like,
the merchant basically said, "Tell me instead of Vraster." Like, the merchant wants to know that information.
I don't trust either one of them, and I trust the merchant even less after having things on our body because we told him to put it on the table when, like, that's just a phrase. So, yeah.
So we can accumulate that information. We can work these quests and gather it, and then go back and we can raise the stakes and decide at that moment who we trust enough with that information too. More things may come to light between now and then, and that'll help us make our decision, I would think.
So, just for the sake of brevity, because we have been in Vraster's den for a little while, and I know some people are itching to move on, you return to Vraster, and you inform him of you slaying the the Wonder of Nightmares. He is elated by this, very surprised that you guys have actually done it, and after just producing what little evidence that you had at the time, he's totally worth it. He doesn't need to be convinced or anything. He happily pays you 5,500 gold pieces, so you can go ahead and put that into the party loot. After that, you head towards the merchant, and do you give him all of the tentacles that you have, or a certain amount of them?
We think Borkus would
I'm
want
not sure that. Yeah, I don't want to make that call without Borkus.
What if we give him the damaged
Alright,
ones?
so what we'll do is we'll put it to a shelf for now, and then when Rich comes back next week, then we can say this is what happened belatedly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you guys get your things together. You have a quick meal, have a final drink, and you head off, leaving Vraster's den behind. Before I move to the next map, the world map, I want to make sure that it's as I left it.
We see the whole of Grey. What is it?
I think you guys are not going to see the whole map. What is your destination? What is your next destination? Do you want to start making your way towards Baron Bark's hut?
Yeah.
Do you want to start making your way towards the ruins of Greyhelm? Or do you want to head over to this Hunter's Rest that Vraster talked about? Or do you want to head westward towards the river?
What's the nearest one to where we are now?
I'm gonna try. I have a map in the notes. It's not fully accurate, but I'm gonna try and look at it.
I thought it was Baron Barks, to be honest.
Yeah,
Is
I think
there-
so too.
Is there any we could do along the same routes? Or like a slight detour?
Not that you can see. So, like, if there's anything on the map, it doesn't show up. You know, Baron Bark's hut is about 3 days' walk from where you guys are. Hunter's Rest, from what you know of it, could be anywhere between 2 to 5 days.
And they're in the same direction. The Hunter's Rest.
No.
Okay.
So Baron Bark's hut is more to the northeast. Hunter's Rest is more to the north. Sorry, no. Baron Bark's hut is more to the northwest, and Hunter's Rest is more to the northeast, and Grey Helm is north.
So it's like detour either way.
Well, it's completely different directions.
So Baron's Box Hut, there's diamond, there's gold. What's then the Hunter's Rest?
Hold on one second. Let me check the.
That's the
Hunter's
case. We can always go.
Rest.
What do you
There's-
want from Baron Barks hut?
There's diamond that we can revive people with.
No, the diamond is in a place in a little hut that's owned by a family called the Chintucks. Baron Barks knows something about the Ojibwe, apparently.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was confused.
Hunter's Rest. Deckard said that there is good money to be had there. And
Sorry,
I don't think we have any other. I thought that we had some in the note, like the notes from Drusilla, but I can't find it. So give me a second to look through all those things.
Where were the chin tucks, Jack?
Hunter's Rest.
it's somewhere in the woods between here and Baron Bark's hut.
Yeah.
So that would be on the way to Baron.
Yeah.
Barks, okay. In Hunters, that's where we have to make the deal on behalf of Vraster, right?
Here's what I'm seeing on my map at the moment. So I've just put something in Discord.
Well, we're not seeing that at all. But thank you. We see a bit. Oh, it's so clear.
weird that yeah, this is what I'm trying. That's what I tried to show you guys. But apparently, it's just like, no, I don't want you to see anything at all. Nothing. You don't get to see anything now.
We never see it in color like that.
Yeah.
Like half the time, I'm just tempted just to show you the whole world fucking map, but then it would ruin a lot of things.
Oh, it's so pretty in color.
Does
Yeah,
look nice.
yeah.
Don't do that though.
You can always black out most of it in paint.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Are you not running with You've got dynamic lighting enabled, but you're using
Yep.
Fog of War, though, aren't you? So do
Yes.
you not need to go into the page thing and tick the Fog of War thing, so the tokens will go with the old Fog of War and not dynamic lighting? Because what it sounds like is
Not
the
because-
tokens have got sight for dynamic lighting, not Fog of War. If that makes sense.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Well, that's the thing. If I
That sounds very precise and technical.
unfortunately, my Roll20 is not functioning fast enough at the moment to even attempt to do something like that. So you guys gonna start heading towards Baron Bark's hut, or was it somewhere else you wanted to go?
I vote that we go and see the Chintucks, get the goods, and then go to Baron Bark's hut.
Is that
You
just because
laugh,
want to
but
say
that's-
Tim Tuck?
If the Chintuck,
No, it's just everyone with you. It's always the worst decision. It's never like, oh, yeah,
no, it's not.
let's
Listen,
gamble all the
if
stuff.
we
Let's
have
get
enough
cannibals.
diamonds, if
Well,
you die on the way, we can revive you.
Well,
Yeah,
he
he
said
died
one
there.
time.
The
we
diamonds
don't know
were
its
in
worth.
Barenbark's. He said the diamond was in Barenbark's hut, I thought.
No, it's the Chintal's hut.
No,
Barbar's
yeah.
about the
The
Oaky
Chintal.
West.
but it's on the way, so we can go to Barenbark's. On the way, stop at the hut, get the
If
diamond,
you can,
hopefully,
find it.
if we can find it, and then
If
still
it
make our
actually
way
gets
towards Barenbark's, which I think is a good start. And then I think what we could probably do without looking at the map, I'm visually, I'm imagining this, mentally, is that we could go from the northwest and make our way east. We may be able to go from Barenbark's to Greyhelm to
Yeah.
the Hunters, right?
I don't think we
That's
should.
what you want to do.
I don't think we should go to Greyhelm before we go to the Hunters. I think Greyhelm's sort of like the last place kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's the only thing is, I was thinking the same thing, but
We could always
That's-
scout
we
it
could
out.
always bypass it, right?
But the Hunter's Rest as well, like the guy's got to travel back to Vraster's. If he doesn't need escorting, surely we can, if we go there, he can go back, make the deal, and we can do the rest of our stuff, and then hopefully get back ready for it all to be done.
What if he doesn't make the trip back? If we don't take him back, what if something happens to him? He gets killed on the way.
That won't be
It's
our
up to
fault.
that's not part of your job. He asked you, can you go get someone to come back? Like, you don't have to escort them, just go ask them. You can go set up a meeting, basically.
If we get in writing that we've helped him, that's our job done.
Plus,
True.
they're hunters. They go about on their own in this environment all the time.
Yeah, well, they came to this new world purely to hunt, like the new creatures here.
My kind of people.
Yeah, even if we get like a token, right? We get a token that he will understand as they would have only given it to us if that meant that they were going to do business with him.
Yeah,
Right, I would think.
proof,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Right.
It sounds like a contract.
With Baron Bark's destination in mind, party sets off. Who is going to be leading the way?
I will.
All right. So, can I get a perception check from Bark, please?
Yep.
He keeps an eye out on the path ahead.
Naturally.
Okay. So, you venture out further into the jungles. Eventually, the jungles die away after a few hours, and once again, you are now walking across lightly forested plains with a few trees scattered here and there, like hedge trees bundled together here and there, mainly just kind of open, empty plains. Along the way on this particular day, Bark, you do notice in one of the trees, maybe about 250 feet away from you, appears to be a rather large bird. Not massive by any means, but certainly big enough for you to take notice. If anything, it looks like a peacock, but it has 3 heads. The two heads appear to be sleeping. The one head is currently sort of, it seems to be like pecking itself, like cleaning itself, like or defleeing itself, or whatever it does. But you can see it. Its legs kind of are dangling from the tree a little bit, kind of like a kid swinging off the side of a tree. Its wings are curled up into itself, and you get the feeling that if it was to outstretch it, it'd be absolutely massive. As it stands, it's a large creature.
Am I getting vibes? Am I getting vibes of the elk we met once before? Like, is this?
No, this is a different kind of creature. It's not a plains runner, and it's not a similar bird to that the party has seen flying overhead before. This is a creature that the party has not seen before.
It's just feeding itself.
It doesn't look like and I know that he wouldn't know, but the tapestry that we saw that had the bird, the blue bird on it, I don't recall it having multiple heads.
No, that was a deity. This is a bird.
Okay. Sometimes an eye gotta show up in animal form.
I assume everyone's in a line behind me, like relatively.
Traveling in a group, but you
Yeah.
have points.
Yeah, that's what I have. This thing's not noticed us yet.
No, doesn't seem to have.
No, I'm gonna crouch low and backing everyone down, sort of crouch low with me, and just point to this three-headed peacock sat in a tree and just go, "What do you think we should do about this? These animals are strange.
Are they tasty?
Not where I would have gone.
Or
Sure.
hears that and is like, the hell, new guy, like, I'm gonna get Emron and I'm gonna go, as a fellow lover of nature, and I'm gonna stare at Lismer for a second. I'm gonna say, do you recognize that bird?
No, but I think we should just leave him alone. He's just having a good time. It's no point disturbing him, is it? He doesn't look aggressive to us at the moment.
Well, that's because it doesn't know we're here.
You guys
How
always
far
just
away
gotta
is
be-
it?
It's about 250 feet away from you.
Oh, it's too
It's
far
at the
for me to
top of
talk
a
to
tree.
him. Yeah.
It's at the top of a tree, so.
Yeah. Are you guys always this jumpy and suspicious? It's just a bird sitting in the tree preening from what I'm seeing.
The three-headed bird.
I've seen stranger
Yes.
things.
So Cora's
So-
gonna say to Emron, you should, I know that you're not as great of an artist as Agnes, but you should maybe draw it in the journal.
Calls out.
Does anything?
I'm genuinely thrown off by a three-headed bird. I don't know. I kind of want to kill it. I kind of want to leave it alone.
Hey,
Why don't we just
Kenny,
walk
you
past it?
sketch the bird.
Can we sneak? Yeah. Can we sneak past it without disturbing
You
it?
don't have to go. You don't have to go near it. This is just something Bark
Yeah.
has noticed off over the
Yeah.
side.
When it made its did anything happen? Like no other flocks of things came.
No, one of the heads did go up and just hit the other head of the
Oh, that's
Like,
very
you know,
interesting. You should
have you
write that down.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that gif of those two giraffes fighting each other by headbutting?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It was just floppy. It just went back to sleep.
Oh look, we don't have to kill it. It's killing itself.
It's kind of cute. Let's go. Let's just continue.
All right. Let's move on. Sure.
All right. So, onwards the party goes, and you travel further and further northwards. After the first day of travel, Buck, you've been able to give them a heads up on this, but you know it's about to get a little colder. And you notice that some of the trees, while still green, have a little bit of morning frost to them as the first night comes and goes. You keep on travelling northwards for another day. You don't find anything of any particular note. The plants are definitely changing. The landscape is changing a little. The trees, they are becoming a little sharper, shall we say. Come to the end of the second day. And you know it's going to be, well, Bark, you know it's going to be a cold one. Like, now that you're getting proper north now. It's not unheard of for you, Bark, to know that it can snow during the night, but it's more likely that there's just going to be some like heavy frost. You also know that large fires attract dangerous creatures. You learned that on your first and second night. Cora and Emron and yourself, if you guys would like to make survival checks for the immediate area just to discover anything of note.
Yeah. Rolling now. 17.
Alright. So, together, especially with Cora, you are able to discover a strange kind of toadstool.
Oh.
It's basically two stalks twisted and entwined into each other to create an orangey-like cap, shall we say, with yellow stripes over it. Certainly not odd herb. You've never seen it before.
It, with its entwining stem, does it remind us of like the lovers? I think it was called the Lover's Embrace.
It's of a similar design, but that was a flower. This is a toadstool.
Okay, but like similar stocky structure
Yeah.
with the twisting. Okay.
How many of them are there? Just one, or?
With that survival roll, if you choose to, you can harvest 2d8 of them.
Do you want to roll, Cora? 2d8?
Sure, and then I would remember what doucheface Wenos said about things being poisonous, and suggest to Vorkris that he either have Mage Hand or Wenos. See if it burns his hand away.
You can harvest 5 of these. Zombie Wenus can easily pick them up and handle them. It doesn't appear to damage him in any way, and he'll put them in the packs. Such. So between you, Cora and Emron, between you two, you can decide how much. Put in 5 yellow jackets.
Yellow jacket. Cool.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jorbrix.
Three and 12.
Lovely. So, the day is beginning to end, and night will be upon you within the next hour. How would you guys like to set up for tonight?
I have Liamon's tiny hut I can do as a ritual.
Okay. So, Jorbrix will cast Liamon's tiny hut, creating a relatively safe area for you guys to camp in without risk of frost or freezing, or any kind of exhaustion.
My guardian of faith.
Okay. Are you guys going to be keeping a watch tonight, or are you just going to go to sleep safe, knowing that Liamon's tiny hut's got you?
I'll take a bit of a watch just to.
I was gonna say, I think I would still probably want to take a watch.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's an idea because we could get surrounded in the night, wake up, and be surprised.
Right.
Okay. Alright, who would like to take first watch?
I can.
I will as well, and I'm going to put my hand up, and still sword doesn't appear, and be disappointed.
So Cora and Lisma are taking first watch. Either one of you can roll perception at advantage, or you can both make perception checks on your own. It's up to you.
I've only got +1, so if yours is better, go for advantage.
Perception. I've got a +5, so.
No worries, everyone. Okay.
Thank you.
Roll advantage.
Oh. Wait, is that a double nat?
There's a double nat, yeah.
I wasted them.
Wow.
So, Cora and Lisma, is there anything you guys would like to roleplay on your watch?
Yeah, I would look at Lismer and say, is it always your first instinct to kill an animal to eat it? Yes.
I came from rough times, like we had to survive somehow. So it's
You
all
know that you can get like berries and different leaves and flowers and stuff that you can eat too.
not where I was from.
You didn't
It was
have any.
there wasn't much where I was. It was it all got taken from us.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, I had to eat a rat once.
Oh. Did you at least like bless it and thank the gods for it and thank it for its life?
I didn't thank anyone specific, just anyone that was listening. I don't know much about magic or spirituals like that. Like, I know it's out there. I just don't really know much about it.
Even if you don't know anything about like gods and stuff, if you're, consuming an animal to sustain your own life that has given up its life to sustain you, like thanking it is always a nice thing to do.
Well, I'll keep that in mind in the future.
How did you feel about the ship?
Interesting place. I'm not really a fan of gambling myself.
I'm not either. I
Right.
don't like it. And I feel icky.
I don't like things where I have to rely on luck.
I just don't like all the dishonesty.
Yeah, well, I've learned to trust nobody until they earn it.
How does somebody earn something like that?
Cora, your perception picks up a small little creature, probably about 20 feet away. Best description I can give you is effectively a non-carapaced armadillo. It's currently rolling around on the ground. When it stops, it opens up and you can see some little mandibles and little claws, and it starts scooping on the ground, apparently looking for little insects to feed on. It's an interesting creature.
Does it look dangerous?
Doesn't look dangerous unless you provoke it.
No, I wouldn't provoke it. I'd probably not maybe mention it to Lismer right away because I don't want him to go and eat it. I'm gonna watch it for a second, like the corner of my eye, and just kind of make note of what it's doing, what it looks like, so I can remember to draw it in the book or describe it well enough for Emron to put in the book too.
Appears to be a little critter, a little beast, subtle enough to move around relatively quick, but quiet enough to not make a lot of noise. It's more of a stealthy little creature.
So I would probably be intrigued by that and see a little bit of practicality to it, and take out the Hallen wheel and cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And go. Can it hear? I'm Liam. Are we
You're
in the
inside.
hut or out the hut?
You're in the hut. You're in the hut.
The spell won't pass through the hut, though. Is that the way it works? I have to be outside the hut to be able to communicate with it.
No, you can. You can cast Speak of Animals from yourself inside the hut.
Okay, so I will cast it, and then I'd probably look at Liam and say, "Hey, listen, don't kill it and don't eat it. This thing looks kind of neat. I'm gonna try and talk to it for a second, okay?" And I'd wait for him to say okay, and then I would go and step out and go, "Hey, little guy. Wait.
You scared the shit out of it. You were invisible to it. It did not know you were there.
It doesn't see the hut?
No, it doesn't. It's a transparent thing. It doesn't see the hut at all.
I thought we made it a color.
I always assumed Joe Pricks made it, so it blended in with the surroundings.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So Cora will look crestfallen. Well, that was a waste. I seem to be messing up a lot today.
I'm probably just gonna sit and pray and think.
Don't worry about it. New day tomorrow.
So, the rest of your watch comes and goes without any more strange interruptions. Who's going to be taking the second watch?
Me.
Yeah, I'll join in.
Alright, so Bark and Zurich, is there anything you guys would like to roleplay in your watch?
Perhaps.
Well, first of all, either one of you can roll perception at advantage, or two of you can roll perception. It's up to you.
I'll roll perception.
I'll have a roll as well.
Competition, you can see the best.
Alright.
To be fair, I've only got half a
Two eyes
faith.
better than one.
Exactly.
So, Lizma and Cora wake you both up, and they turn in for the evening. And now you guys sort of sit up, just sort of stare out into the darkness. Bark, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Right, so you can see a lot better than Zurich can. Zurich, your ears are peeled, but you can't really see much because it's quite dark in these woods.
Do I recognize you? You look familiar.
You probably recognize the logo more than you recognize me, because I recognize you as well, Red Hood. You've worked with the Black Burners before, haven't you?
I have indeed. Easier times back then as well.
Well, simpler things to kill.
At least I was getting paid as well.
I heard you guys were all in it for the gold.
Well, there's no problem having a high price. You're like, you got bills to pay.
You got mouths to feed, there ain't nothing in this world for free.
Something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't think I've ever met one of you directly, but I heard tales from other Blackburners that you tended to turn up where our prey was. Give a hand, can't fault you for it, but I'm not a gold man myself. So did you come here alone?
I didn't, as it happens. Funny enough, wasn't my usual crew that I was rolling with.
You were rolling with different people.
Yeah, well, you could say that. I was paid by some high-paying client. Wanted me to clear some thieves or thugs out. I got there and I was a bit surprised by what I found.
Care to divulge any of that? Who are your high payers?
Well, it was the New Order. Sorry, no, it was the VTC.
Of course it was.
I was about to say something there.
Yeah, they wanted me to clear out this place. Like I said when I got there, it was not what I was expecting. I was told bandits, thieves. It was a clan of forest gnomes. I couldn't do it.
I was going to say, I hope you turned it down.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, at least you got some character about you.
Cost me a pretty penny, I'll be honest. And then just lift my shirt up like so far, and you could see like a horrendous scar on my abdomen. The price you pay for being good.
I, looking at his, I just point to my face and go, yeah, well, I'm very well aware of what you can lose when you decide to not side with the wrong people.
Funny enough, it was a friend who gave me this.
Other Red Hoods.
The one who taught me everything I knew. Gave me the option to go back. I don't think I'll be welcome back there now, though.
You're excommunicated from your clan. Order, I guess.
I am. I still abide by the 3 rules, though. Gotta have some direction in your life.
3 rules, I assume it's kill quick, get gold, buck off.
Something like that.
Mm. How many of your lot made it from the New World?
They came over with me. I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you. I came over with 2 forest gnomes. They pulled me out. I thought I was left for dead, and they pulled me out, saved me, and we decided to try and start a better life away from all that. The old world's going to shit. Got to start somewhere new. Left them in New Uranium to come to Vraster's Den to try and earn some coins to set up front, but, well, you see how that's going.
About as well as my ventures on my own. So, just 2 old hunters stuck in a new world.
Well, I'm never truly on my own. And then I'll look at you and say, keep a secret.
Between us, sure, why not?
Then just lift my jacket pocket and you'll see like a mouse's head poke out, and it's like a brilliant white colour. She keeps me company.
What the? You carry a mouse with you?
Yeah, she's my friend.
Got a name?
She's called Lydia.
I'm starting to like you more already. A little bit of advice if you've been fraternizing with forest gnomes. I just turn around and point to Sleeping Cora. Probably want to tell her a few of them made it over this way as well. She has a tendency to be friends with those kind. She'd appreciate it, I think.
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
So, as you guys talk the one night away, if you're very confident, Zurich, that you can't hear anything happen, Bark, you can't see anything, seems to be a quiet shift. So you go to wake up the third and final shift. Who will be doing the final perception?
Kenny, Emron, do you want to take it with Joe Pricks?
Yep,
Okay.
Okay.
let's do it.
So one of you can roll at advantage, or both of you can roll perception.
You probably have pretty good perception, I would think, right?
Yeah. So I'll roll twice.
Oh, yeah, I'll help you.
1, 2.
Not bad. Okay.
Oof.
So, is there anything you guys would like to role play this evening?
Sure.
I just want to thank Joe Pricks that he helped me with the quite unsuccessful gambling mission we had earlier today. Thanks for that, for helping out and kind of getting out of your comfort zone.
And then Joe Pricks is going to say, Emron, what were you thinking? What were you thinking with all that?
Well, there was...
No worries. See you later, Dan.
Dan's gone. Bye, Dan. Well, there was a lot of really good stuff we could use from that man, though. You know, to be honest, I thought I was doing very well matching those patterns on those cards until he swiped that card that was meant to be for me. You saw that, though, right?
I did. I don't think we can trust anybody in there. And I'm not the sort to be able to play those games. Not without a heart attack, I think, or two.
I told you don't have to worry about heart attacks anymore. I've got a healing word that I can revive you. It's like one of those electric things that people always talk about. And then you're awake again.
That's good to know. You're a good friend, Imran. Thank you.
I'm starting to like you, old man.
Can't wait to get out of this hut and have my pipe.
Yeah, well, you can do that. I can keep an eye out here. If you just stick your head out, I'm sure you'll be okay.
I don't think the smoke will go. I think it'll stay in, and I don't think it would be considerate for everybody else.
Oh.
You mean to go out?
Yeah, just stick your head out.
Nah, I like the hut. I'll stick it out, and then once we all start to wake up, I'll have my pipe.
Okay, that's only a few hours though, so not long to wait.
So do you think we're near this hut yet?
Well, I hope so. Well, Bark seems to know what he's doing, leading the way, so I haven't paid much attention. I just followed, to be honest. But tell you what, though, I'm looking forward to possibly getting all those diamonds. I know Bark thinks that I'm just like crazy greedy and whatnot, but, you know, we couldn't revive Isaac because we didn't have enough diamonds and, you know, all that stuff on us. But, you know, it'd be great if we have some kind of stock so that, you know, if one of us don't do so well, then, like, if you have a heart attack on a battlefield, old man, if I can, you know, you might not hear me try to revive you, then we can't bring you back. You know, so having a reserve of something that would help us bring someone back from the dead is very, very helpful. It should be our priority, I always think.
Sorry, I was having an elderly moment. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh
So,
my god. Never mind. I'm sure I'll have to repeat it again some other time anyway.
I'm teasing. So I think that these diamonds will be very beneficial too if we're able to secure them. I don't have much use for money in jewels, gems, other than they can be a means to an end. I do have one spell that requires an expensive component.
What's that?
I'd like to be. It's a clairvoyance spell, and it would enable me to see some things that I can't see right now.
What component you need for that to make that happen?
I need an expensive component. I need some kind of a focus, maybe a jeweled horn or a glass eye, something that I can harness. I can harness the energy of the spell into, but it has to be of a value that's enough. I think at least probably 100 GP. That it has to be valuable enough and of a certain craftsmanship that I can harness the spell through it, and then I'll be able to see and hear long distances.
And you can only do that once, or once you've got this component, you can always do it?
Well, once I've got this component, I can always do it using the component as either a visual conduit or a conduit to hear.
I see.
Something.
So it doesn't use it up when you cast a spell. You always have
No.
So it's like a tool.
Yes.
I get it. I'll look out for that for you.
Thank you. Is there anything I can look out for you? Is there something that you're looking for in this new world?
Herbs, anything that's like that is that you think we couldn't see in the old world. That's very valuable to me and probably Cora as well. We're like herbologists. We collect herbs and record them.
I shall keep my eyes open for these.
Yeah.
Exactly.
None of that stuff's in your pipe, I hope. None of these sacred, unknown herbs that you've been picking up on our way.
Well, they do me very well. If they are sacred, then thank you very much.
Well, just to be clear, if you need them to remove pain, I can help you with that. You don't have to smoke it.
So I use it in the morning. It's somewhat therapeutic, somewhat of a habit, but also to basically get a good glimpse into the future for the day.
Your wizardy things.
Yeah, if you'd like to have a smoke with me after we leave the hut, then feel free. We can smoke together.
Oh no, smoking's such an old man habit. I don't want to be adopting that.
You know you're older than him, right?
I know, but I don't look it though.
All right, so
like dog years, elf years. It's not the same, right?
Yeah.
So you guys chat the night away, and keenly aware of your immediate surroundings. If anything does happen, you're fairly certain that nothing does happen. So morning comes, and you can tell on the outside now that the suns are breaking through the treetops that it's definitely frosted a bit, and it's a good thing you stayed inside the hut, otherwise you would have needed some form of heat protection or cold protection. However, you all eat your rations, get yourself ready for the day. Cora, you don't sleep in your armor, do you?
Muted.
You're muted.
I've never thought about taking it off before. Just like as a player, I've never considered it. I feel like I read once upon a time that it takes like forever to take off and then put back on.
It takes I believe it's 5 minutes to take it off and 10 minutes to put it on.
At this point, even though it's probably not super comfortable, she'd probably only take it off when she bathes at this point. But actually,
Right,
I
if
was
that's
going to
the
say
case,
that I wanted to.
Can I get constitution checks from you then if you're going to sleep in your armor?
Yeah.
Because it's not comfortable sleeping in armor.
Okay.
You did not get a very good night's rest. If you don't get another, if you have another bad night's rest, you'll be taking a point of exhaustion.
Okay. This goes for medium. Anybody who's wearing medium or heavy armor.
Anybody who's wearing heavy armor. Now, I'm assuming everybody who's wearing any kind of like heavy armor, like metal armor or anything, they take it off to go to sleep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I didn't.
If you guys don't, let me know. Basically.
Right. Well, mechanically understanding that, I will consider it for the future. But I do want to, like, Cora wants to take everything off for a second while we're bathing and to check over her body to see if there's any tattoo-ish something on her.
Kerry will go with you, and you find in the morning you find a nearby kind of like pond with relatively clear water. In order to bathe yourselves, the water is very cold, but you have an inspection of your body and you can't seem to find anything until Kerry points out that you have got some a tattoo on your back.
Ooh.
Like from basically the shoulder blades down to the base of the spinal cord. It says, what's the fucking name of it? I literally just had it.
A tome of something, wisdom, knowledge, intelligence.
Hold on. Where is it? T. It says Tome of Understanding on your back.
Does it look bad?
No, it just looks like somebody wrote on you.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, I'm gonna put my clothes back on now. Thank you.
I'm gonna cast Warding Wind.
That'll probably help me dry my fur a little quicker.
So she'll cast Warding Wind. It dries
like
your
a blow
fur very
dryer.
nicely.
She's a puffball when she comes back to camp.
Yeah.
She come back with Farrah Fawcett. Flick.
So you guys get your stuff together and you head off. Who is going to be taking the lead today?
I would expect Bark would, because he's the ranger.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Alright,
I'll say, what is it when you're?
Perception.
Is it perception?
Yeah.
I could do it with him, since he's not technically here.
Sure. Okay. That's a Bark.
Oh, Cora. 23.
So, you guys begin making your way, and when you get about 30 feet away from the camp, you notice that bird, that three-headed bird, is currently hanging from a tree. Like it's stuck.
Hanging.
Like there's a branch from those like jungle like vines. It's hanging down from one of the trees, and it's got caught inside the bird, and it's just hanging about 7 feet, 8 feet above from the ground. The heads are floppy. It doesn't appear to be conscious.
So Cora's gonna say, guys, we have to help. And she's gonna rush over to it and try and, if it's only 7-8 feet off the ground, that's like within my reach.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna untangle it and
Alright.
get it down. And
So, as does the party move forward to help, or do you stay back?
I would definitely help.
I would move forward. Joe Bricks would.
All right. So as the party moves forward,
Oh,
you all get
crap.
caught in a net,
Fuck.
and you all start dangling top, probably about 10 feet up. You're all like bunched up next to each other. You're all considered restrained.
I didn't say I would move forward.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You didn't.
Can I see
Right.
how this is held up?
I did ask if everybody was not moving back. Nobody said anything, so I
That's
assumed
fine.
everybody
That's
was
fine.
moving.
That's fine. That's fine.
So, as it's currently being hanged up by a rope, Zurich, and like you're all kind of like on top of each other. Cora at the bottom, as she was the one who sprung the trap, and you're all just kind of swinging there softly.
Can I see where the rope goes to, like connect to?
Yeah, but as you look across the rope down towards a nearby tree, you see two individuals there. You see one individual, bit of a goatee, brown hat, smart shirt. The guy next to him looks very distorted, bald head, like proper ugly. Well, looks like we got ourselves a fresh catch. Oh, we got ourselves some wriggly ones in there. Hey, is there people? Are they? Oh, goodness gracious about that. Are you folks okay? You just hanging around?
You cut us down.
Well, I certainly can. What you got on you?
I'll do it myself if you don't cut us down.
Oh, that's not fair.
I'm going to start
Come on.
cutting the net.
All right then. Well, let's not keep them waiting. Cut the net. Go on, Bobby. And the bold one heads over to where the rope is being hung up. He just pulls out a knife and just starts cutting it. And you all fall down to the ground. Sorry about that. We've been hunting some fine edibles around here. Didn't expect to run into people. What you fine folk doing around here for?
Edibles? What do you mean by edibles?
Oh, you know, fellas gotta eat.
Eat what?
Well, just little critters. Plenty of birds around here. Little, some of them a bit more beastie types. They get rather succulent if you let them hang a little while. Let the meat go nice and soft.
Do you live around here?
Well, they certainly do. What are your names?
I'm Zurich. What's your name?
My name is Jimmy Chintuck. This here my brother, Bobby Chintuck. Good to meet ya.
I think it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I certainly hope so. It's always nice to meet new folks around here. Don't get many travelers in these parts.
How many of you are there living together?
Oh, our entire family live together. We got ourselves, we got Ma, and we got Pa. We got our beautiful sister, Brandeis, and we got our little brother, Jim Bob. Hey, I got some idea. What's your idea, Jimmy? Bobby? How about we invite these fine folks over for dinner? Would you like that?
I just look to the group to see what they say. I'm not making a decision on that one.
What's on the menu?
Potluck surprise.
I think we should go and meet the family. Why not? They've invited us for dinner.
I
I'm
think
sure
we're
Mom
gonna
and
be
Pa
dinner.
will be very happy to meet you.
Cora like smacks Emma a little bit.
And then I'm going to whisper to Cora. Wait for the moment when the two guys turn around, and I'm going to whisper to Cora, "Diamonds! They have diamonds!" I can hear you. You whispered back.
I said, they're gonna try and eat us.
Not if we eat them first.
If we,
Cora throws up everywhere.
we won't
Well,
let
looks
them.
like she got herself a bit of an upset stomach. I bet some of Ma's stew will set that just right. Her speciality is getting the stomach done just right.
Let's lead the way.
Alrighty then. Well, you come on over and we'll have ourselves a nice little dinner party. Welcome to the family, guys. You tell him, Jimmy. And let's roll in tonight's session, guys.